and I'm happy we're back here on MatchStick Melee, and I am also here with JM Cross. How's it going?
Hey, it's going pretty good. What's up, everybody? I'm so excited for this tournament, man. It's been a little while.
It's been a little while. We had a little bit longer of a break between the last one and this one, and maybe as a result of that, I don't know. We got the biggest bracket ever. The biggest 20 people this week, and also, make sure I got this Matcherino up so I can keep a track on it. $253 in the prize pool already at the start of the tournament.
People are coming through. They want to be a part of the movement, the TVC movement. I'm excited.
Yeah, here in the year 2020, somehow it's coming back. We're growing.
We're all just pining for the days before everything started going wrong. Back when you could hop on the Wii online, play some TVC.
Yeah, that was definitely the golden age, right?
Oh yeah,
we're all playing TVC on the Wii netcode.
Yeah, playing some SF4 on Xbox 360 online. Back before rollback.
Yeah, well, we've got a big bracket this week. We're going to have some really nice matches. I mean, like, most of the top players are here, in addition to, like, our biggest sort of cohort of new players that I think we've ever had at something like this. So that's pretty exciting this week. And our first match, we're going to have Syrorin versus James. James, obviously, an absolute hero with Frank West and roll. And Syrorin also, like, a consistent participant. I think he uses, Yatter 2 and Saki, eventually.
That sounds right. Yeah, definitely always excited when I get to see this Frank West roll team. It's just such a unique thing in the game. Like, they have some unique strategies involving the roll puddle, Frank having the infinite and a bunch of combo potential. One thing I really like about this team is that they're hard to burst against. Like, burst, obviously, Mega Crash, a really powerful mechanic in this game. But this team can kind of weaken Mega Crash a little bit by doing these awkward combos that juggle you in a way where you're scared to burst because you don't want to get baited.
Yeah, for sure.
At the same time, Yatter 2. All right.
We'll keep talking about that. So I actually have from the combo breaker like gift package thing that they sent out. I have the Red Bull here. I feel like we're feeling official this week.
Nice.
This is not for our event, but it is a sponsored Red Bull for an event. So I mean, really, we're esports at this point.
For some reason, I don't want to give Red Bull too much free publicity, but I will say that Red Bull and Combo Breaker are so like intertwined in my brain, because when you go to Combo Breaker and you go to like the bar that they have set up, the only mixer that they have is Red Bull.
It's like 8 different kinds of Red Bull.
Okay, what do you want? Do you want the purple one, the blue one, the red one, the red one?
Yeah, it's very funny because I don't want to show for Red Bull because they're not supporting me at all or anything, but it definitely is like very synonymous with like these esports experiences. I remember the first year that we had Tatsunoko versus Capcom at Frosty Fausting, because they did tournaments as like main events for a while, and this was like 2016 or something. And they're like, okay, yeah, you guys, we're gonna put you up on stream, and we got the stream all set up, and they're like, come back here to commentary, and like you walk back around behind the stage, and they're like, yeah, there's a fridge of Red Bulls back there. If you want to just go ahead and grab any of them or whatever if you need it. And I was like, this is it, I've made it.
I remember like way back in the day, like NOS was sponsoring tournaments.
By the way, Matt, it looks like we're getting into the match. If you wanna,
I think he might still be working on audio issues.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are in the first match. We are Syrorin and James right now.
And you guys updated on what's happening.
I guess we'll wait until it gets on stream, maybe. But the match is going on. And trust me, you guys, these Frank West combos, they're off the hook.
Frank West, he got in early, which is exactly what you want to see when you're playing. There's like a few. There's like a few
that we know, like a few players that play teams like this, where it's like you have a point character that's like slightly awkward to land like a really clean hit with, but if you like land an early hit before they have burst meter, it's like, all right, there goes the match.
Yeah, this game can be very momentum based because when you get that first hit, not only are you doing damage, but you're also building meter that's going to let you burst the opponent's combos later. So
yeah, for sure.
And in a game with only 2 characters, if you lose one, you have no assists, unlike Marvel.
Oh man, he was trying to go for the incoming unblockables there with Frank too. Yeah, hopefully we'll get this the audio sorted out and these matches live for you guys in just a second here.
All right, Saki's trying her best to run away and throw grenades, but it is going to be hard. 2 characters to 1. James is up right now.
Yeah, Saki is a character who I think, you know, sort of in the post Evo world, sort of since, you know, PvC became a dead game, Saki's stock has also risen over time. She's just got so many things she can do between like her great zoning and the command grab and her really nice movement and like, new overlay. Oh wow, we're catching up on stream.
Yeah, light speed match footage happening. All right, people are saying perfect, fixed it. All right, that's exciting.
So this match that you guys are seeing right now, or maybe a few seconds ago on screen, so we're on to the second round already. So hopefully we'll sync up with that in a second. Round starts spin for Syrorin.
Yeah, I mean, that's a sensible thing to do with Yatter, but that was good awareness by James. Didn't fall for it.
Oh my god, I love the baseball bat zombie. That is
batter up. Get that zombie out of here. He doesn't want to get grabbed by bullies again.
Strange anti-air there from Yatter too.
Awkward interaction.
Tap the puddle away for herself. Doesn't get punished for that spin. Gets punished for the raw tag though. Has to burst that off.
Like James is being pretty patient here. He's not getting hit by any sort of randomness, blocking the raw tag, the raw spinners. I like what I'm seeing so far for sure. This should hurt quite a bit. And so you'll see Saki builds first here, but it's scary. Don't really want to burst.
Oh, the reset! Oh, that's broken. Unpack that.
Oh, wow.
Didn't need to use the Baroque there either way. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, James putting on quite a bit of a show for us here with this first round of the game with Frank West. Throwing shopping carts. Okay, Yatter gets in. What's the mix? Okay, the ultra late spinner. Oh, burst bait?
Actually, hits the burst with the spin, but doesn't have any combo on it.
Oh, no. Shopping cart. Oh.
Broke the low jab pickup. Finishes her off with the hit right there at the end. James goes up 2-0.
Yeah, definitely looking good from James. We're going to need to see some kind of adjustment from Syrorin here. But again, like, there's so much momentum going on early on that I can totally see a situation where Yatter 2 gets the first hit, gets some meter, gets the robot shenanigans going, and it could easily go the other way. So we'll see if Syrorin can make that happen.
Oh, starts the round out with the command grab.
Whoa.
5K, but that's sending a message right there.
Yeah, there, exactly.
Drop the combo. Okay. Oh, Syrorin doesn't like to set up.
Oh, big overhead.
Yeah, pretty nice.
2 hit, 0 damage, forced the burst there.
Yeah, calls the robot raw, which is really nice. Frank and Roll do not have any meter.
Yeah, this is going to give you control over the neutral that you need to maybe get something started with Yatter here.
And Syrorin is someone who has been coming out to these events for a long time and like wasn't having, you know, much luck at the beginning, and it's really leveled up his game. He's looking way better than.
Big damage off that Baroque catch in there. In case you guys are new to Tatsunoko, the more red life you spend when you Baroque, the more damage you do.
Yeah.
Obviously coming with the trade-off that if you use up your red life, you can't recover it later.
James going for some interesting pressure strings there. That's how I'll say that.
Yeah, now we get a chance to see that Saki, like we were talking about, a character, I don't know, she was considered fine, I think.
Yeah, she was alright. It wasn't like she was bad.
But now it's like she's looking like one of the more universally picked characters throughout these tournaments, I'd say.
She's very popular and with good reason. Not just because she's a waifu or whatever.
Yeah. Something I think is interesting about Saki, she's very comparable to Cable. I think a lot of people compare her to Cable because she throws grenades, she's got these gunshots and whatever. But unlike Cable, I feel like he doesn't really rely on assists that much. Although generally, like, assist reliance is lessened in this game compared to Marvel anyway.
Yeah.
But, like, you can do some stuff by yourself. It's not really a problem.
Yeah, she's definitely a really... I mean, we see it with Soup all the time, right? She's definitely capable of some comebacks on her own. Oh, you hate to see it. Wakes up, but didn't block on wake up. Just gets hit with a standing sweep into Supers.
Oh,
the overhead.
Overhead.
Oh, doesn't link it into level 3. Just taken out with the air throw. And that's it. The first game to James. Syrorin looking pretty good at points there, but James advances out of winner's round here.
Yeah, well played, I think, by both players. But James, he really showed that he was playing patient. He was not getting overly aggressive. I feel like that's a trap that people fall into. When you're playing a character like Frank, who's a little slower and clunkier, but he deals big damage when he gets in, sometimes people just go crazy trying to get that first hit. But James, he played smart. He didn't get too aggressive. He just waited for his opponent to make mistakes and capitalized really well on them. So well played.
Yeah, looking good. It's a strong start to the tournament. I always like to... people who have like cool combos and stuff, I like to put them out on stream first round. Everyone loves to see that.
Especially like characters that are a little less common too. That helps.
Yeah, I mean, he's our only consistent Frank West player, like, I think, in the whole Discord. I mean, there's like KBeast or whatever who will pick the Frank every once in a while, plays basically the whole cast. But this is our only dedicated Frank specialist, so it's always really fun to see him. So up next, well, I guess while we're here, I wanted to say, first of all, thank you to everyone who's helped out already. But I believe we have a Matcherino command here. Let me try it. Matcherino. Do we? No, maybe not. You can go
I'll just type the response. I'll just pretend like I'm the
Matcherino.com/T TV Corona 7. That's the link right there. And you can go there and use code TV Corona 7, just like the end of the link. And that'll put 50 cents in the prize pool as it is. There's also, sponsor quests you guys can do. And there's like one more of the Dr. Science Labs Year teams incentives up for grab if you guys are interested in that. I did a couple of them last week, put out the YouTube videos. I hope you guys enjoyed those.
Yeah, that's a good incentive to get on, people in the chat. Like, if you're trying to learn the game, there's really not a better intro that you can get than our man Dr. Science here explaining some tech for your characters. So
I do my best. It's very funny because like last week I definitely had like anxiety about it because we got 2 people who signed up for it and I was like really excited to do it. And then I looked at the teams they picked and they were both teams that like other people who I know play competitively and I don't. So I was like, I know how these are supposed to work. I hope I'm not like messing anything up here. But yeah, I spent like a good hour in training mode with each one of them before I did the videos and everything. So hopefully it's all good. Nobody's chewed me out for him yet. So
I mean, I think in terms of like knowledge of the intricacies of TVC, you got kind of a lot of it, especially, I can't talk. I'm definitely coming from an angle of someone who I remember the game from back in the day, but in terms of all the minutia of these teams and stuff, I have a lot to learn, but it'll be fun. You and me chat together. We'll get to just soak up all this TVC goodness and see everything cool that's happening in the game.
Yeah. All right, so up next we have MagnoManX and Zentx. MagnoManX, a multi-time Frosty Fasting TVC winner, and lots of other tournaments too. He's a very strong player, and Zentx, one of our Mexican players representing Mexico. So.
Yeah, Zentx, he played Ryu Batsu, is that correct?
Yes, I believe that is correct.
That's a fun team, man. Like, you get in and you do the damage. That's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to see, but MagnoManX, definitely one of the stronger competitors throughout this series of tournaments, someone you definitely have to watch out for. Yeah,
and I mean, Ryu and Batsu are both, I kind of talked about it on DP Day a little bit. I don't know if anybody saw the little, 1 minute doodad I popped on my Twitter, but having a DP in this game is really strong. And,
yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, Ryu has, an amazing DP, and Batsu I didn't talk about on that, but, the fact that you can do a meterless, guard cancel into armored overhead, which can then be canceled into a fully invincible DP,
right,
is a lot to deal with.
Yeah, I think like just an easy, solid game plan for this team would be like get a little red life on Ryu, DP Baroque, and then you get a 50-50 high-low. And if you get a hit and you have a meter, then you can air tag into Batsu and do the big damage with the loops. So
yeah, and Ryu has like good combo extensions on the ground too. You get the ground extension, donkey kick, then you launch, you bring in Batsu, do all the dive kicks. It's a lot.
Are you seeing a black screen too? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, it looks like Magnoman hasn't played in a while and has to buffer some shaders.
All right. Not a problem.
Yeah, that's fine. Magnoman has played historically. He plays Volnut Cashern, and then when the going gets tough, switches to Alex Roll. So we'll see. We'll see what we got.
Honestly, I know that Alex Roll is like. It's like Bardock or whatever. I'm trying to think of other. It's like simple but super effective. But I actually like seeing it. I think it's pretty fun. Like I still get hype when Alex lands the dive. It's still cool.
Well, and like, that's the thing too, right? It's like it's like the crowd loves it too, right? Whenever we have this discussion, it's like, you win with it, everybody loves it, like it's great. Why don't you just want to play it? But yeah, if it feels bad, it feels bad.
I mean, I get it too. Like Cashern is a really cool character as well, so I understand wanting to get used. And like all the Tatsunoko characters I think are really sick. I always when I play, I'm always like, I don't want to play Capcom characters. I only want to play the Tatsunoko characters because this is the only game where you get to play them. So maybe that could contribute as well to not wanting to play Alex Roll. Not sure.
Yeah, I mean, whatever it is, he likes to. I definitely know that Volnut Cashern is a way like sort of swaggier team with a lot more like cool tech and like neat stuff they can do. Also, we're actually seeing Volnut Batsu. What is this?
Polymar
Cashern? I mean, there's been people who've played this team in the past. It's a decent enough team, but we'll see, I guess.
Polymar is one of my favorite characters in the game, but I feel like he's really hard to play. He's really hard to get in with.
Yeah, I mean, there are people who have done it and made it look good. Notably, like Royal Flush. I know that there's a couple other guys out there who play him too. And MagnoMan's starting off really strong. Goes for the reset
already. Yeah, we're seeing that fat damage. The air command throw super reset, unscaled damage,
unblockable, inescapable reset there.
Is the stream still looking at us? By the way,
I think the stream is still looking at us. We might want to switch that over. Yeah.
All right, he's building up the ducks. He's high-lowing. Oh, all right. Now we can see like I said, it is pretty hard to get in with Polymar, but once you do, his mix-ups are effective. Very high damage. He's got that command throw reset. Nice little wall bounce. Oh, he aired.
VAR into Cashern.
Kind of
unfortunately, it looks like the stream isn't seeing this, but Magno actually putting on a really great show with Polymer Cashern right now, which is cool. We'll see if we can
Friender's coming in.
Alert the guys in the match to restart it after this one.
He just did like 4 armored knees in a row. The 4th one hit and won him the match. So it's 1-0. We're going to try and see if we can get video back.
It looks like they didn't see my message in the chat there. Yeah, let's I guess if there is another match. I'm not sure. I don't think there would be another match going. Yeah. Okay, it looks like maybe Magno has seen the Can We Remake one.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see if we can get the second and third. Yeah, MatchStick dropped. New lobby for the next game if it's okay. All right. We're working it out, guys. There's always like something right at the beginning of the tournament,
Especially we've taken a little time off.
Yeah, for sure. We try and make sure everything runs as smoothly as possible. We've got most of the kinks ironed out at this point. You know, it's really funny. People have been really excited about the null DC net play lately, and like I don't know if you've messed with that at all, playing like CVS2 arcade.
I actually haven't tried it, but I want to because it's hard to get some Marvel 2 action going these days.
Yeah, and it's nice. You know, it's nice having that ability, and it's nice. And it's nice just like being able to play those, but like playing that made me realize, like getting it set up and everything made me realize how much of a gift Dolphin is sometimes.
Yeah, there's a lot less work in Dolphin. It's not too hard.
Yeah. So it looks like we're gonna get a new lobby code from Magnoman in 1 second here, and he was up 1-0 at the start of that.
Right, and it was a pretty convincing 1-0, I'd say.
Was convincing, but we're going to go ahead and jump into new lobby for the next game here.
Yeah, we'll have to see if any kind of adjustment can be made here by Zentx.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think definitely the game plan he wants to look out for here is if you're playing Walnut and the opponent is playing Polymar, you just got to run. You just got to get far away, because if Polymar touches you, it's going to do so much damage. But Walnut's got a lot of tools, a lot of projectiles that he can fill up the screen with and make life hard for Polymar. So I think that's going to be the adaptation that we needed to see.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like it seemed like he was trying to do a lot of weapon switching and stuff, which, yeah, when you're playing a Volnut, that's kind of, you want to lean into that sometimes. But definitely in that kind of a matchup, maybe just chill on the machine gun arm a little more, play it full screen, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. OmegaZero pointed out in the chat that when I was watching your stream, I was praying to see Polymar land that throw reset, and we just saw it, but the chat didn't get to see it, unfortunately.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get to see it here. Yeah, you know,
every time.
Polymer is not my main.
Okay, the Johns are coming out. All right. I'm just kidding. Obviously, it's.
You know, I mean, I was really tired that day. It was tough. I don't know what to tell you.
Your eye, I get it.
Yeah, no, he's a cool character. I really like him, and when he gets rolling, he can seem like really good. But when he doesn't get rolling, he doesn't get rolling hard.
Yeah, like if you can lock the opponent down, he can start doing cross ups and
overhead
up the ducks and just going overhead. Yeah. Pretty sick character.
And yeah, Polymer Casherin in particular is the team that just does like tons of damage, because Casherin's kind of in a similar spot, right, where it's like he's got these kind of stubby normals, his movement's okay, and he's got kind of like this really sort of Swiss Army knife sort of toolkit, but that doesn't involve any sort of, you know, long range presence or like rush down ability. So he's just got to kind of get in there and make things happen.
Yeah, something I thought was. I was going to ask, actually, last round, we saw him get a clean hit with Polymar, and instead of doing the air command throw reset, he opted to VAR into Cash-On. And I was wondering if you know, like, what the plan is there. Is it because he wants to OTG after the end of the combo?
I mean, my guess is that does more damage than just resetting into the command.
It's possible. I mean, like, I wouldn't have thought so, because the grab does a lot, but you might be right.
The grab does a lot, but, I mean, VAR resets damage, right? And Casherin is a character who has, like, big individual hit damage, and then also he can do, like, the dive kick, the 4-hit dive kick at the end of his strings, so it can definitely be more damage just to do stuff like that.
So there we saw he got the combo, but he just chose to, you know, end it in a knockdown.
Goes for the knee and picks up. Oh my god.
The offensive knee charge.
Oh, he knew excited was coming out on into this. Yeah, not really sure what just taking a little bit of damage, I guess.
Yeah, see, this is the game plan that I like here. You just got to get away. You just got to land a big quick block, maybe.
Oh, he's going in, though. You definitely... I get the feeling of wanting a hit in this situation because you're down a lot, but I really think you got to, like, take control to neutral as a full nut here.
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of times where, like, we've been surprised at how much damage the projectile character can do. Cases like Saki, another big knee, more knees!
Again, that move... For anybody who doesn't know, that move hits overhead, it has guard point, gives a hard knockdown, so you can go into... Oh my god, he wanted to call him our level. Oh no.
The level of disrespect being shown on screen right now is disturbing to me. Look at that. He went for the meaty knee.
So I see now, yeah, he was with Polymar. He charged up the 3 ducks, which you need to do. It's a prerequisite for level 3. And then he raw tagged out to Catcher. It all makes sense now.
I forgot that you needed the ducks to do level 3. Why did they do this character dirty like that?
Yeah, toxic behavior.
All right, let's see the comeback here. Yeah, well, he's going in at the start, though. I feel like you should just run.
There are 3 ducks up already. You get a raw tag? Let's see it.
Oh, see,
there's the overhead. Nice. Takes a little bit of damage, OTG. Even that, though, that's what I'm talking about with this team. He hit, like, 1 overhead into a special, and then OTG assist with Catcher, and that was already 11 million.
Yeah. Oh, that looked like such a big whiff, but no capitalization. A good
nice block on the overhead.
There are a lot of fast grounded overheads in this game. It's one of the interesting idiosyncrasies.
Yes, there are. It was definitely a thing too at the beginning of the lifespan of this game, because there are so many characters. Like you or Paul people has a really good one. There were people who definitely believed that, like, if you didn't have one of those, it was impossible for you to open people up.
Right.
Like, I mean, have you guys played a versus game before? Oh, there's the knee again.
Another fast grounded overhead right there.
Get up.
By the way, we did get to see Polymar Air Super Reset on stream. Dreams come true.
Oh, he almost had it.
Yeah, we are seeing signs of life here from Zentx. Good block on the overhead.
Yeah, I mean, Batsu is a character. We talked about it before. He had played Ryu Batsu before. And the Bull Nut, I mean, like, oh, wow.
Offensive burst.
Yeah. I feel like that had to be an accident. Is this going to hit? Oh, it's
God.
Again.
Another disrespectful level 3 stepping on him.
Well, MagnoMan off to a good start this tournament. Good for you, buddy.
I mean, what can we say that wasn't already said by that gameplay? Well played. Well played. He built up the ducks. He utilized the ducks well.
That should have been 3, right? Because he got 1 in the first one and that was 2 there. So that should be the end of that set. They hit start, but I'm gonna go ahead and get out of that match because that should.
I think this must be a salty run.
Yeah, they can sort that out themselves. I'm getting out of the match.
Yeah, I mean, on the one hand, I'm happy that we got to see Polymar go off. On the other hand, I'm sad that, that was a pretty one-sided match, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was cool to see. That's a new team that we haven't seen from Magnoman before. So good on him, and he's moving on in the bracket. We'll see Zentx hopefully again down in the losers at some point. We do have, like, a lot more matches than usual this week because we're up. I mean, we've got 4 extra people on our previous record. We had gotten 16 before, which is a full bracket, and it's nice. We have 20 people this week, so thank you all for supporting this tournament. I really appreciate it. But that does mean we got a lot more games to get through, so some of the losers bracket matches are not going to get shown. Yeah,
but I think, even if we don't see every single match, I think we have so many exciting ones that we're going to
there's going to be so many good ones. Guys. So excited. Up next, we've got one that I really wanted to see. We have Mothman versus BlingBloing. BlingBloing. BlingBloing is a guy who, one of our most consistent net play players, and he's been grinding online for a long time, and he is good. Trust me, he is very good. And he's also a Joe the Condor player. Hopefully we get to see some Joe the Condor here.
Nice. Is this his first time entering Tatsunoko versus Corona?
Yeah, he normally has to work on Sundays, so it's one of the great tragedies of our tournament series that he normally can't make it out. But this week he's here, and I'm really excited to see how far he can go. I know he's just in the net play chat a lot, looking for games. He's been playing a lot with like OmegaZero and Supra lately, and I want to see what he can do in the tournament.
Yeah, that's awesome, and he gets to stake his claim against one of the higher ranked players here in Mothman.
Yep.
We've seen, listen, I've had my fair share of complaints about Yachter 2. Is that character fair? I think that's up for debate. But Joe the Condor versus Yachter 2, I would love to see Joe the Condor get in there, start mashing that 5A. Great move. See if you can mix this character up and not even let her get started, because that is the problem against Yachter 2. Once she gets started, it's so hard because the robot, all that nonsense, building so much meter.
Yeah, for sure. And we've got some definite support for for BlingBloing in the chat here. So hopefully we can see him put on a good show.
Yeah, I think definitely people are excited for the thought of someone who doesn't usually get to enter doing really well. So,
and Casherin, I think, is his other character. Yeah,
nice.
Very, very cool team.
Yeah, more of these cool Tatsunoko characters. I'm telling you, if any of you in the chat are thinking about trying this game or you've been picking it up and trying to learn it, it's an easy thing that people do where they just go, okay, I'll just play Ryu and Chun-Li or something because I'm familiar with the characters. But try out the Tatsunoko characters because they are so sick and so unique. And this is the only game you get to play them in. So I highly recommend playing a Tatsunoko team. So, right off the bat here...
Yeah, pretty cautious start from both players.
Yeah, both players return to neutral, which, I mean, you would think that would be advantageous for Yater too.
Oh, gets the happy birthday right away. Casherin's going to fall out of that, but just going to get the... Oh, no, drops the combo. Oh, good hit there. That's a big one.
This is going to hurt.
Definitely going to have to burst that one. BlingBloing has some pretty beastly corner combos with this team. I've seen them.
And this is really what you want to have happen when you're fighting against Yater 2. You want her to have to burn 2 meters to burst rather than just using 1 meter to set up the robot.
Oh no! Gets hit with the spin. Okay, not gonna be able to get like a big pickup off of that. Nice crossover counter.
Yeah, the crossover counter got hit by Chun, but it got Yater off him, which is the whole goal.
With the overhead, the robot does his job and pieces out. Doesn't break up the combo.
And now we're probably gonna see another robot.
Do another one, yep.
This is a very even game so far, but it's starting to look like
on wake up, and the robot actually hit a meaty.
Ooh, the robot saves him again.
Yater 2 is completely out of meter at this point. Oh, he goes low that time. He was definitely expecting the overhead. He'd been overhead a couple times in a row. Ooh. Oh, chipped out. Unfortunate.
And then this is a sad situation for Joe, you know, no assist to help out. This is a 3v1. If you think about it, look, the robot breaks the combo too.
It's extremely unfair. Oh, nice hits him with a 3B. Very nice.
Okay,
nice.
Okay.
Hits with the wave dash there to catch up for the meaty.
Yeah, that was some nice movement. Oh, he attempted the cross under. I like the attempt.
Joe just wasn't corrected in time. Doesn't get the pickup with Chun. Oh, goes overhead again.
That was almost... I was about to go nuts if he got that confirmed. That was almost insane, but he ended up just hitting him overhead anyway, closing it out.
Yeah, Chun with the magical ability to air dash as many times as she feels like and just keep doing overheads.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of nuts, right? That this is one of the only games that I can think of where air dashing doesn't use up a double jump. So Chun has 2 double jumps and 2 air dashes. Well, I guess
3 total air dashes.
Right.
That's, okay, he lands a nice hit at the beginning here. It's going to be big damage.
First. Very optimal.
Okay, takes the knockdown. Oh, gets spun on, though.
Yeah, he was going for a tech chase there. He just slightly misspaced it looked like.
Yeah, if he can land one more nice hit on Yater 2 here, he's in a good position, but so far he's had a hard time dealing with this pressure. Ooh, wow, actually managed to, yep, forces the burst. Okay, she's almost at 2 meters, but she calls the robot. So if you can wait out this robot and not,
the robot was so powerful there because it knocked him down to the ground, which is exactly where he doesn't want to be.
Nice raw tag. Home assist, too.
Yeah, that was good use of the Joe the Condor assist, but now Casherin is getting opened up, and this is going to be another robot setup, too.
Yeah. See him rolling forward.
Oh!
Oh my god, the robot saving.
The robot is ridiculous right now.
Yeah, the robot was on point.
I love the use of that mash move to auto-correct himself in the air. Clever stuff. Oh, that is a fast overhead. That is a dead character.
Very nice. Okay, goes low that time. Oh, somebody gets the hit. Casherin bursts himself down to pixel health.
Yeah, he really needs to make something happen if he wants to make that burst worth it. That's tough.
Go to Condor out. It's a pretty even match here, honestly. You know, Chun-Li's up in life, but both of them need to land a couple of hits here. It's basically a 2-hit.
That was a great confirm, by the way. Double jumping to get a hard knockdown after that stray hit.
Yeah, Mothman unfortunately has like a really good read on this Joe pressure because Joe, like a lot of Joe players, and I'm speaking from personal experience here. What you like to do is you'll see him, you'll air dash in with C, and then after that you'll do like a slight ground dash into light. It lets you get way better pressure if you do that, but that means that Chun can just fall after she blocks air to air, and Mothman is stuffing those attempts every single time.
Nice. Well, we can definitely see the fortitude of Mothman here. He's not getting scared when he loses his point character. Definitely known for having a solid anchor Chun-Li.
Yeah, definitely.
So 2-0 right now. Only needs one more to put this away. Let's see if BlingBloing can do anything about this.
Yeah, and he looked better in that second round than he did in the first one. So hopefully he's learning little by little and he'll pick something up here.
Yeah, the download bar is going up slightly after every loss.
Nice pickup. Gets himself out of the corner. Oh, the robot leaves, but he gets hit just at the end of it. So Mothman gonna build another bar here. Gonna set this situation up again.
And we always say like Yachter 2 doesn't do that much damage, but I mean look at that, it all adds up.
Yeah, it's decent.
When you're using that Chun assist.
Nice block on the overhead. Okay, blocks the spin.
Oh, the robot! I thought that maybe he was just watching.
Okay, there's the hit. Okay, she bursts as soon as she gets the meter. I'm not so sure about that one, honestly, but you know, the combo's already halfway done. A lot of times you'd say, okay, he gets a hit, this is clean, and this is going to be the end of Yachter 2's life.
Level 1, yeah.
Oh. Okay, he gets it. He was definitely, that was not how the combo is supposed to go, but he got it. Oh! Okay, let's see it. Let's see the fancy stuff.
Oh no, I wanted to see it. That was sick though.
He has like a lot of like
look at this.
That's it. Going up. He doesn't have first meter. He doesn't have meter for a super either. It's jabbed anti.
I'm not sure if that was a drop or if he wanted more of a reset instead of going for the hard knockdowns.
Accidental back dash was supposed to be a first block there. Actually forgot. Okay, just playing safe with the dogs.
That dog just a big fireball to the face.
I like this play from him. He's just not. It's very like good awareness, right? Because he knows that he's in the lead. He doesn't have to go in and force anything. He doesn't have to like. Whoa! Nice block on this.
It's scary.
Whoa! BlingBloing takes one.
Like we said, the download is just getting a little bit more complete with every round. We saw a very nice adjustment there. That was sick.
So sick. The knee through the burst at the end to finish it off. It's clean right there.
Great play by BlingBloing's Joe the Condor as well. He really made that character work.
Yeah.
I was also amazed because twice now he's burst with very low health left on his first character and bursted to keep them alive. And that time it really worked out. Joe did a lot of work after that last second burst happened.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so Mothman going back with the same team. He's not switching it up. He just wanted to take a second, take a breather, think about his life.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. And I mean, if you think about the flow of the match, Yachter's whole goal here is to slow down the tempo, to just get things to neutral, just control the pace. Whereas Joe the Condor is just trying to get in and open up that tuna can. So
for sure.
I love the use of that assist as well.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like, a lot of people sort of look at the Casher and Assist as just like an OTG extension and like, you know, a pressure extender and stuff, but he really uses it in neutral, like way more than I've seen a lot of people do. All right, forces the burst.
Yeah, once again, I think that's really what you want to see. Like, you want that meter to get used on bursts and not just on robots.
Okay, raw tag to Yachter 2, that's nice. Chun-Li actually does have like a lot of red health there, so that's a good opportunity.
Yeah, this could really turn the match around here because now he's building up that red life on Chun. He built enough meter to use the robot, and now he's got a big offensive advantage here.
Gets the low. BlingBloing, you know, he's doing his best to block that mix-up. Oh, gets hit low again.
Yeah, I think the robot just set up a nice little reset there for Mothman.
Okay, very nice raw tag there. He definitely looked like he was going to go in and Mothman got a little too hungry trying to get him chipped out at the pixel health and got hit with the raw tag. So, good read from BlingBloing.
Looks like a late low in that block string. Mothman probably thinking overhead was coming at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the really nice things about Catcher is you can definitely mix up between the overhead knee and the sweep. And then you can pick up on both of them. Oh, overhead. Lead set into the overhead.
Nice. Yeah. The Joe assist really looking good there.
Yeah, calls the doggle on the ground, calls the Joe assist.
Right. That's clever. Yeah, he's really covering both angles there.
Rope dive kick. Locks that whole pressure string out. Very good patience. BlingBloing is really Woo. Gets hit OGG. Or gets hit overhead.
Not quite enough damage though.
Forces the burst.
So yeah, we're seeing again, like, he wants to burst on no health rather than lose the first character. Let's see if it pays off.
No health on both characters here. Finishes off Yatter too. Casher now.
Yeah. I think he wanted to take the risk on a big Baroque there.
Oh, goes low. Whiffs on the overhead.
Level 3.
Oh. That's tough. That's a little PTSD whip and go low, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I might be familiar with that kind of tactic. Well played by both players. That was looking like maybe Mothman might have been on the ropes after he took that L, but he brought it back 3-1.
BlingBloing looking really strong though, just like we were hoping from out of him. Took a match off of one of our what is he, second on our current ELO standings?
Something like that. He's up there.
Yeah, he's up there. So that's a really, even though he's knocked down a loser's bracket, he's looking strong for this tournament. And hopefully we'll get to see more of him a little later.
Yeah, he'll still have a chance to work his way through the loser's bracket since this is double elimination, obviously.
Yes.
So maybe he'll even get the run back later. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully. I'm hoping that we get to see some more matches out of him. I love Joe the Condor players.
Yeah, these are some of my favorite characters, actually. My team used to be Joe the Condor Polymar, but I dropped it because it felt too bad.
Mm-hmm.
It felt too hard when I couldn't get in.
Yeah, that's a team where it's like you've got some really nice sort of theory stuff, right? Once you're in, but
oh man, once they get in, they go ham.
Yeah,
I love combining that crouch heavy gunshot with the Polymar assist, and
yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, and up next we've got another player who has sort of a cool combo team, Bookoo. He's been here in the past, plays what is it? Tekkaman Blade and Ifatsuman, right? And then we've got MitchZesty, who is a newer player, and he actually was a big donator last time we did this to our prize pool, and then he requested his team of Tekkaman Saki, which is a classic team, an absolutely classic team.
That's an old school team. Tekka Blade, Ipatsu, a little more new school. I don't think I've seen that much outside of Bookoo, so it's a cool team for both players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So we'll see what this is MitchZesty's first time coming out to the tournament, but hopefully he learned a little something, and he'll be able to put on a little bit of a show for us here. That's a team that, like, you've got a couple like things that, like, it's kind of obvious that this is what you want to do with the team, right? The flow chart is you just get somebody into that unblockable loop, and then that's a game for you,
I love to see Tekkaman old versus new,
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
It is. It's the passing of the torch. By the way, shout outs to the Matcherino. We were just mentioning that MitchZesty here had helped out with the Matcherino a previous week. Our current Matcherino total, I believe, is record setting.
Yes, this is definitely record setting. Already, before the tournament even started, we were a full like $50 ahead of where we've ever gotten before. So thank you guys for all your support. And like we were talking about, MitchZesty starting off strong. Big combos out of the other two. Check him out. Forces the tag out of MitchZesty.
So yeah, we mentioned the possibility of a Patsuman's second slot, but we're seeing Ryu, which also is a very, very classic team.
Yeah, that's classic. I mean, Lady Patsuman is very cool because it's focused around sort of VARs getting a hit with Blade and then converting it to just like insane damage. This team is a little more focused on the neutral with Tekkaman Blade. The Ryu assist is obviously really helpful for him in both his mix-ups and his neutral. Nice pickup there, the forward C.
Yeah, I just feel like that Ryu assist does exactly everything that Tekkaman Blade wants. It lets him cover his kind of slow air dash. It lets him mix up with that command cross-up that we just saw, and it looks like this is going to be it.
Oh, wow, you actually get the 0 damage. But comes down, finishes it off with a chip on the Lance, and that's the first game to Bookoo.
I really thought that was like an insane burst bait, and it kind of was, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, I mean, the Crash Intrude, despite how it feels sometimes, it actually doesn't have any invul. It just moves really, really fast. So he was able to just zip across the screen before the burst caught him.
Get me out of there. So we are going back to character select. I always feel like I'm jinxing it when I mention the fact that we go to character select.
He pulled out the light hand against a Blade as well. So we'll see how this goes.
Now this is a legal counter switch. I always forget how
it's legal because he hasn't won a game yet. Yeah, if you haven't won a game yet, you can switch around as much as you want.
Yeah, although
once you win a game with Giants, you can't switch back and vice versa.
Got it. Tekka Blade is well known for his ability to combat Giants, so
yeah, I mean this is the one of the roughest matchups you could have picked it into. I mean, obviously, Blade Tekkaman would have been even worse, but you can see now exactly why this is so hard. Because, I mean, most matchups, right, we say, oh, they have hyper armor, you can't knock them down or hit them with normal stuff. You see him getting knocked down constantly.
Yeah, like, the big advantage that the Giants have to make up for the fact that, you know, they are only one character is that they armor everything, but you just can't armor a hit grab. It just isn't going to work.
Yeah. So, you know, and it's unfortunately not the most fun thing to watch either. I know we've had this at tournaments in the past. You know, this is, you know, when people talk about, oh, why don't you just ban Giants or whatever, this is why. I mean, if you want to expose yourself to this, you know, if we thought they were like really good and unbeatable, we'd think about it, but they get countered. So DTX does a little better in these situations. Light hand is just really
okay. Maybe an opportunity here. Nope. Second Blade just goes full screen again. All right, punish.
Yeah, he's trying to hit with that Crash Intrude to speed this up, but I think he should probably just go back to throwing these spears. It's just so consistent and hard to counter as a light hand.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what you're gonna do here. You can like walk and block, but he's so slow.
Yeah, and I mean, he can't, like, this is the thing, right? He can't cancel his dash into block like a normal character, or into jump or anything like that. So he just has to kind of block, you know?
Yeah, I think that may have been a mistake.
I mean, maybe. We'll see. I think, you know, I don't know if... Well, I guess he's sticking with it.
Oh, we hit retry, huh?
Yeah. You know. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. It's just... It's extremely hard.
All right, here's what I would like to see. If he manages to block a raw Crash Intrude, I want to see him go for a throw. That's the play. He's gone for crouching light every time, and
Waffle Maker. I mean, either like the command throw or like the a launcher or something. Maybe we could get some loops going on.
Yeah, something. Okay, look, there's your opportunity. We gotta look for these punishes because that's gonna be your only chance. All right,
Crash Intrude. Oh, hits it that time, and that's a chunk.
Yeah, that is a lot, even on double life bar size.
I like that he gets the ground stab and then just has the instinct as a Tekka Blade player to do the rapid slash, even though that definitely doesn't do anything.
Yeah, covering both approach angles here with the assist plus the air lance. I don't know what you're gonna do here.
Yeah, this is just hard. I mean, like, you know, I mean, it's good every once in a while to have a reminder like this, right? This is why we say light hand is bad, right? I mean, it's not like, you know, MitchZesty, he's a newer player. Maybe he could be doing one or two things a little better, but generally, this, like, even good players, like, it's really hard.
What do you think this matchup is? Like 8-2, or do you think it's not that extreme?
Oh, no, it's definitely, like, I think it's, I mean, it might it might well be like a 10-0 matchup. I don't think that.
What? We can't say.
No, like
10-0.
I'm serious. Like I don't think it's a winnable matchup. I think that like two good players of like roughly equal good playing each other. I don't think the light 10 wins. And I mean that's what that means, right? The matchup out of 10 matches, how many do you think each player can win? I don't think light 10 wins one.
Well, he tried.
Yeah, you know, if he wanted to give that a shot, light 10, power to him. You know, MitchZesty. Better luck next time, buddy.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to become a believer in the 10-0. Normally, I feel like I'm pretty conservative. You know, normally people are like, yo, like Dawson versus Zangief, 9-1 Dawson, and I don't buy it. But that looks pretty bad.
No, this is definitely, and this is why, this is the reason why Giants, like in general, have become like an actual thing that we have to worry about, right? Like obviously, it's not like, you know, the characters are just too strong, so we got to think about, do we ban them? Oh, geez, what do we do? Right? But they're super polarizing. They have extremely bad matchups like that, and then there are other characters like, you know, a Roll or whatever, who it's like just can't do anything against light 10, right?
Right.
So you have to do a little bit of thinking about how to avoid these like extreme hard counterpick games.
Yeah, and that's why, like, right, we don't want to have situations where you're kind of trapping the opponent where it's like, oh, if I win the first game with this giant, you're kind of screwed because you have to switch to anti-giant, and then I'll just switch to my real team.
Yep.
So that's why we do have the counterpick rules in place, but didn't come into effect in that match.
Yeah, so this was a good example, though, for people. You know, it's about as elegant of a rule as we've come up with thus far for handling this. But basically, you know, if you're just losing and you legitimately want to switch to a giant or whatever, you haven't won with a team yet, like, you're free to do that. But like once you've won with one, to prevent like the chain of like I win and then they counterpick me and then I switch and then I counterpick them, we just go back and forth for eternity. You know, once you win, you're locked in to either giants or 2-player teams.
Right. And while I think everyone can agree the Giants are not like ban worthy because of how strong they are. They're not really that strong in the meta, but it is powerful if they were allowed to, you know, just pick a giant game one. If you manage to get the win, you have a really massive advantage because, you know, you have that sort of tempo in terms of the counterpick play. Yeah,
it gets pretty bad if you're allowed to hypothetically sit there and pretend that you're on your phone on the Evo stage and wait to see what somebody picks before you lock in like 10.
I don't know who would do that, but
nobody would actually do that. Come on, that would be horrible.
Never. But it looks like we're getting the next match started up here.
Yeah, so this should be KBeast versus Bookoo, right? We're moving along that track. Yeah. So KBeast, obviously, North America's finest PvC player. He's been around since the beginning, and he's very good. Bookoo, you just saw in that last matchup, and this will be, I believe, KBeast's first match of the tournament. I'm not 100% sure, but he, I believe, had a bye first round.
And he missed a few tournaments too, right? Was he at the last one? I don't recall.
I don't think so. No, yeah, and I know that he like works weekends sometimes,
right?
Things like that. But he's getting started off with the exact things we like to see from him.
Yeah, that is
loops into the dive kick loops, big damage to start it off.
This is exactly what this team is set up to do. This is the knockdown, though.
Yeah, Bookoo was just about to take that, and you know, KBeast did him the favor of dropping the combo.
So if there's anyone watching who, you know, we've seen a lot of Yotter 2, but I feel like we don't see that much Yotter 1 when KBeast isn't playing. So if you're not familiar with the character, there's a lot of differences. They're not really that similar.
Yeah.
Yotter 1 does not have a robot or anything like that. He doesn't have a spinner.
Doesn't have a spin. Doesn't have the. I mean, he has a command run. That's a similarity, although follow-ups are different.
But he does have some of the best normals in the game, one of the most ridiculous jabs in the game.
Yeah, he's got really amazing movement. You can see how fast his dash is and how fast his jabs are. And if you're someone with some good dexterity, you can do some great work with him.
Yeah, really insane combo potential as well. A very high skill, high execution, but high potential character, I think.
Yeah, and KBeast not messing around this week. Yeah. Like, he is on a roll here already. And, like, you know, some weeks we'll see him come out, kind of mess around with some other teams, bring out, like, a Jin the Swan or something, you know, have some fun. But he's right in there with Yatter 1 Batsu this time, and he is looking good. Oh, goes for the unblockable. Oh, doesn't convert, though. A little too slow on the follow-up to the unblockable.
Yeah, I think it makes sense that, you know, KBeast getting the bye, starting out against a strong opponent. I think you just don't mess around here. You just pick your stuff, and that's exactly what he did and took game 1.
Yeah. Took game 1 convincingly, too. Again, against Bookoo as well, who's not a slouch.
Yeah, definitely not. Straight into game 2. No character select cooldown. What kind of changes do you think Bookoo needs to make to get a win against this team?
I mean, he's going to need to find a way to get Yatter 1 off him, right? He's got to find a little bit of space and then connect on something from, like, a better range from right there. Right there, gets a nice push block. Doesn't quite convert it into a full combo, though.
And both of Bookoo's characters here are extremely highly damaging. The trick is just getting a hit can be a little tough.
Yeah. I think, you know, push block and whiff punish is probably a big thing that you want to look for in a matchup like this. Might a spot where but he's just getting rushed down here.
A lot of times, it's also scary to push block against Yatter 1 sometimes, because he'll just do like one jab, and then you push block, and then he does another jab and just hits you.
Yeah, it's definitely that kind of stuff is in Yatter 1's favor. Oh, the mid-screen.
Look at these loops.
No way, this is so hard.
That was insane. Whoa, the whip punish, too.
Back up. VARs. Gonna get the little combo. Oh, hits him again on the ground. He's pressing buttons on the way down, and KBeast is ready for it. That Yatter jab is just so good. The
fact that he can anti-air jab into launcher, and it works against airborne opponents. I feel like a lot of characters can't do that.
Oh, the double Kendo magic.
Yeah, that movement is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just so good. And it's hard, too, to confirm off of the TK spins like that. It's not easy, but he's making it look easy every time. And he goes up 2-0. Let's see what Bookoo does here. Looks like he's going to stay with the Ryu.
Yeah, I think something that I've talked about on previous streams is like the ability to alter your air trajectory is generally a powerful tool in fighting games. And Yatter 1 can do that really well. He can jump back and then go into the forward spinner. He can do all kinds of nonsense in there. All right, nice. All right, big damage.
Off to a good start. This is the kind of damage you like to see at the beginning of a game if you're a Blade player. Oh, stays in the front.
No burst.
That's it. Taking the Yatter 1 out, and that's what you can see out of Bookoo's team.
Yeah, I mean, like we were saying, the damage is there with this team. It's just you got to get those hits.
Nice block from KBeast. I have no idea which side he had to block there. He did.
Woo. Oh, and it hit the fireball too.
He actually, if it hits like that, you can actually follow that up with a crash. I'll let you know that.
Okay, that's hard to counter, but he ended up on the other side.
Ooh, nice block on the overhead. Wasn't ready for the blow though. Oh no, he was too scared. I think he was scared of a tardy counter, a push block, something like that.
Yeah, it's tricky because you don't want to cancel the move late into another move that has so much recovery and we don't.
Wow, look at that!
It's on the other side again to punish the tardy counter, and Bookoo is back in this.
I honestly think that KBeast, maybe there was like a little bit of overconfidence there. He did not want to burst with Yatter 1. He thought, I've still got this, even if I take 70% on my first character. And he ended up losing the game, so
yeah.
Very nicely done by Bookoo.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation on the retry, though, from KBeast, and he gets right in there.
Yeah, we saw, like we mentioned, the crouching jab, anti-air is the launcher, pretty effective. Oh, nice tech chase. That was trick
movement.
Yeah, he do kind of be schmoving, though. I think he can kill here, too.
He should definitely be able to kill here, one way or another.
VAR. Whew.
Okay, so now he's got Batsu in on point.
Oh, same side.
Stays in the front, goes low. Oh my god.
Chat, you all got hit by that same side mix-up. Don't lie and say that you did.
He didn't quite get the full thing. You saw a little bit of those combos, though.
Oh, look at these confirms!
It's so...
How is he just getting straight hits and he goes into so much damage?
Alright, he's gonna be on the ground. Ooh. KBeast. Looking good.
Yeah, I feel like KBeast might have been slightly displeased that he gave away a game there.
Wasn't happy about that.
He came back with a very dominant performance, but well played to Bookoo too. You know, I think he showed pretty good adjustment in that third game. It's just tough. KBeast has a ton of experience. He's been winning tournaments since this game was new. So definitely one of the top players in the bracket, someone to watch out for to win the whole thing.
Definitely. Yeah, and while we're in between matches here, you guys, if you get a chance, if you haven't done it yet, please go over to our Matcherino, !Matcherino in the chat, and use the code TVCorona7, all one word, to add 50 cents to the prize pool. We're already up to $258. Big thanks this week to both KBeast, who dropped $100, and Rexus, who in total has dropped around 50, I want to say.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, thank you to everybody who's donated or just using the free links to add, you know, a buck here, 50 cents here. It adds up and, you know, helps incentivize all these players to keep coming back for these tournaments. So we appreciate all you guys.
Yeah, we really do appreciate it. And yeah, we're just going to take a minute before we get our next match. Thank you guys all for coming out and watching, too. We always appreciate just everybody out here. I don't know, the new Twitch interface is like, I'm not used to it yet. I'm like, where's our viewer counts? I have no idea.
You know, they gotta shake things up to keep us on our toes from time to time.
It's one of those things too where it's like it's impossible to do a good UI overhaul, right? Every time they overhaul the UI for anything on any site, everyone just instantly, who asked for this? Revert it.
As someone who I worked for years in web development, I can relate. Yes. People don't like it when you change the way things look, even if they, you know, even if it's really old UI.
Yeah.
People get attached to their workflows. But if we do a quick survey of the winner's bracket here, we've got some pretty scary players there. MagnoManX, who we already saw. OmegaZero, who we haven't seen play yet today. But he's up next against KBeast. Or not up next, but that's who he has to fight in bracket. Yes. We've got Mothman waiting in winner's quarters. And then we've got Supra and Hello. So, like, just... Yeah, hearing that list of names,
match that we're watching here too, which is very exciting.
Oh, I missed that. The code is posted. All right.
Yeah, and I mean, these are, if you look at the bracket up there, the top 8 seeds. You know, people have numbers by their names. At least the top 8 ones are correct and based 100% on our ELO rankings. So those are real seeds, and you can see those are the people advancing through the bracket, just like you'd expect.
Yeah, I mean, like. Just like I was getting at, looking at these list of names, like these are really, if you've watched previous weeks, these are the players that are tending to put up good results. So we should have some really hype matches as these guys end up fighting each other, like this next one that I think is about to start here.
Yeah, we're just starting it up.
Supra versus Hello.
Yep, we're getting in there.
So, Hello is the interesting Roll Morgan team.
Yes.
Correct?
Yep. Yeah.
Very cool team.
Morgan Roll, he's got a lot of really cool tech for that team. It's always fun to watch. Supra plays a couple different teams. He's got the Karasaki. He plays a little bit of Tekkaman too, either like Soki Tekkaman or Tekkaman Saki or some things like that. So we'll see what he goes with this week.
I think it's always good if you play Saki, but you also have a pocket Soki, so you can keep the commentators on their toes. They don't know which one's which. It's a powerful mix-up. It mixes up the chat too.
Supra versus James wasn't on stream. Yeah, that's too bad. We had James's first match on, and we just have to, you know, make the call on some of these sometimes.
Especially, you know, the biggest bracket that this tournament's ever had. Let's just to reiterate that. Thank you everybody for signing up,
for signing up and coming out, supporting. Really appreciate it.
Select your heroes.
All right, I'm very interested to see what both players pick. Well, I mean, I think we know who.
All right, we got the Karasaki.
Yeah, he's a sick character to watch, but it's like I feel like I'm just like on edge every time he lands a hit because I'm like, please, I don't want to see a drop. I want to see the full combo. I want to see the crazy mix-ups, but it's so hard.
The combos are so hard, and drops happen a lot. And then like if he gets touched once, he just explodes. It's just such a feels bad character, but Soup really loves him, you know, and he's really good with him too.
Ooh, a little out of range of that launcher.
Oh, nice pickup there. He's going the other way. Very nice. All right, takes the 15 bill and calls it. Good combo. Nice solid one there.
Yeah, the meter build could end up being pretty important as well.
Yeah,
Nice
Karas definitely, like, if you're talking about ideally how Karas works, he's definitely a bad.
Right.
Get out there, use your big normals, do these like long combos, don't do a ton of damage, but a bunch of meter.
And that makes sense as well with Saki. Like, you definitely want Saki to have a bunch of meter to spend.
Saki can just go ahead and, I mean, if he wants to do the team super at any moment here, you can get a free unblockable.
By the way, like, this is aggressive Saki play.
Oh, very nice.
Can we talk about this? This character is rushing down?
Yeah, and like her jump B is honestly one of the best air normals in the game. And then she's got the command grab too, and Soup's not afraid to play a little aggressive with her when he takes that to play.
I also like the setup he did earlier. Air dash in and then shoot that lightning orb, which kind of blocks any sort of normals they might be throwing out. I definitely like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, for sure. You know, when you see someone with Saki, like, so you can tell the difference between someone who's starting off with Saki and someone who's played a lot of Saki. And Soup is definitely in the second category there. He knows all the different options. Yep, here it comes. Gonna get this hit. He's not even gonna have to use the unblock.
Oh my
He's gonna die, so he's gonna have it for the incoming. Oh my god, hello burst, but he does it before the bullet comes out, so he's still got the unblockable loaded.
Oh, I'm so scared! Hit it with the bullet, don't waste it, don't die. I'm so nervous.
This is one of the things that we talk about a lot with Saki, is that when you have the bullet loaded and you're in neutral, it's kind of harder to play. Oh, gets the unblockable at the beginning there, doesn't quite convert out.
Oh, woo! That was a sick confirm. I feel like you have to burst this, right? Okay, it doesn't burst.
Okay, yeah, he knows that Super dropped that one. Oh, nice punish there. Oh, gets her with the spin. And nice round from Soup there.
Yeah, very, very well played. I mean, we saw like one drop from Karos, but overall, Karos did work, and so did that rush down Saki. Getting in there, putting in that work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, so I think we should rename this to Tatsunoko versus Spinner. Can we mod the game to put that on the title screen?
Yeah.
I was interested. Do you know? I guess this is a dumb question. There's no way to affect what super comes out when you do a team hyper combo, right?
So, your point character, you get to choose what super they do. Your assist character has one that they do. Each character has one that they're designated to do for a team super, but the way you do them is by executing a super, any level 1 super with your point character, and then you press part.
Got it.
Choose which one your point character is.
Right, I thought it was interesting in the last match, he did the team hyper combo and he did the bullet charge.
Yeah, unblockable charge. That's one of the big one of the really cheap things that we initially found out about this Karasaki team is that you get the dubstep super out there to completely lock down the entire screen and then charge a bullet at the same time.
Right. And then, like, that exact situation, he got the kill, which meant that he had the bullet for the next character. It seems nice. But Karos is kind of struggling to get any hits here. I mean, he's reflected some fireballs, but it's not adding up to that much damage.
Oh, nice hit here from Hello. Good conversion, too. He's not going to need to spend any meter on this. Karos is out of there.
Yeah, that ultra low health Karos.
All right, he's getting the charge.
All right, Juggernaut glitch activated. And he's safe.
Set up. Soup really good to chicken block that there, so he didn't have to eat the high-low.
Ooh, punishing the assist, but gets hit for it.
Launches the roll, but gets it from the back. Nice follow-up after the Mega Crash, though. Gets a little bit of damage tacked on.
Yeah, but this is
just dashes right in there. No fear with this Saki, just like he talked about. He had the C bullet loaded, too, so he gets a relaunch. Looking really good.
Yeah, it's looking like a bit of an uphill battle. There's a lot of health to get through, but we've seen that he's comfortable going in with Saki, not just running away. Which I think might be what he needs to do if he wants to close this health gap in the next 50 seconds.
Yeah, Supra definitely backing up, zoning up, and then gets right in, gets the cross under. A little bit of damage.
Ooh, these chunks are adding up.
Yeah, they really are. We've seen it before on a Soup. This Saki is capable. Oh my god, he dashes up and waits, takes out the command grab.
That pause was very smart. That was very slick.
What a play.
All of a sudden, the life lead not looking so intense here.
Gets the healer.
Yeah, she did gain more life than she lost, so that might be worth.
That's a beater, though. I mean, I guess it's already up. So might as well do that.
Wow, that Soul Fist. That was a good block. I was very scared of that cross-up.
Oh, gets over the sweep. Is it enough? Oh, burst it off at the last second. Goes for
that was a very late burst. I guess he wanted him to prove that he wasn't going to drop the combo.
He charged up an unblockable bullet there, but didn't have it in time for the recovery on that heal. I think he was thinking he could maybe launch it full screen there, but now he has to kind of play this no bullet neutral. Oh, misses it.
And let's not forget that Roll has the glitch active. She's doing extra damage. Well, not the glitch.
Whoa! The big jump seed. From downtown.
Yeah, that was pretty well played. I mean, it looked like Hello just got that early advantage, took out Karos early, and that's going to be hard to come back from, so...
Yeah, Saki was putting in a lot of work there, but just not quite enough. I think the sort of gambit there on charging that unblockable bullet didn't pay off, and then, you know, he lost a little bit of health because of that. It was just put him in too bad of a position.
Yeah, the unblockable bullet has almost been looking more of a detriment than a help so far.
Yeah, Hello's been dealing with it really well.
All right, we're going to the the space stage with the early 2000s electronic music. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, the orbital ring. This is one of the stages that on the Wii it used to lag too badly, right? But now we can play it. We can play all of these things.
The power of technology.
The future is here.
I like these reflects that we've seen, these fireball reflects. They've been working a little bit, but
yeah.
Karos is really gonna have to make something happen because with this low life, you know, it's almost like you're starting at a disadvantage. You've got to land more hits than the opponent does.
Soup definitely. These guys have played each other a lot, and Soup is ready for those sort of double overhead setups that Hello likes to go to so much. Oh, nice crossover counter. Takes a little bit of damage. So yeah, he's ready for that.
Right. Yeah, I feel like against Morgan, sometimes you tend to just default to high blocking.
Yeah.
Because she can't dash on the ground.
Soup couldn't quite pick that up there. He had a chance to get a combo, but he wasn't quite ready for it. Really trying to get in. He hasn't been able to get in this match really so far at all. Supra's doing a really good job of just sort of playing keep away since he's gotten Saki in. The Karos matchup was going not so great for him, but since Saki's been in, Hello's had a really hard time to get in. He really wants that charge. Yep, he got it. Oh no, but now he has to beat this. Yeah. So if this hits, get a launch.
Okay, burst.
But he bursts it there.
Yeah, I think one of the big differences in this match is just Karos' assist has been helping a lot. It's made it a lot harder to get in on this Saki.
Yeah, Soup playing this really smart. He's just throwing some grenades, saying you have to come to me now. You know,
yeah.
With only this much health.
You can see, like, he very quickly changed up his playstyle. He is not going in anymore. He says, you gotta go in on me.
Yeah, it's really smart. And it's like he's managing to play without the bullet, too.
Yeah, utilizing stuff like the beam.
There it is. Waited for it. Oh. It's the Baroque extension, full screen, and yeah, now Soup is comfortable.
This is honestly so sick. I just love watching all these like Saki shenanigans.
The Saki gameplay has been so smart. Absolutely so smart. If you want a clinic in how to run just smart, patient Saki, this is it.
Got a little bit of life back here on roll, but...
Oh, Morgan taking a big hit. They're almost dying. Gets the anti-air.
Yeah, this has got to be chip, right?
Oh, just goes for the Morgan, I think, was trying to push block there. Got an air backdash instead. I think Soup was a little early on the beam.
Yeah, that was very much an inverse of the first round. I mean, I think that switching characters early worked out really well. Instead of just leaving Karos in till he dies, get him out a little early, start taking advantage of that assist. All right, same teams for both players.
Yeah, so Supra's up 2-1 now. Hello, that last match did well against the Karos, but had a really hard time finding a way in against the Saki. Even once she had the unblockable bullet loaded and wasn't really playing the like super aggressive neutral, it was just tough for Hello to find a way in. So we'll see if he can figure something out here.
It's so scary.
Goes overhead with the TP. That's so scum.
Good awareness to know that he had Baroque as well. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even notice that he had it this early.
Yeah, I mean any chip, right?
Right.
So every time Hello, every time Hello throws a fireball. Yep.
Ooh, goes under the fireball. Very good awareness.
Nice pickup.
Now you get some much needed meter build here.
The knockdown, that's a forced back roll, stays in front, goes slow.
Good bait!
Blocks roll, a little too far away for that spin there, but nice punish though with that crouch mid going like half screen.
Some of these confirms are pretty impressive to me. Like even if he only gets 1 or 2 hits, it all adds up.
Whoa. And keeping the pressure on too. He's doing a good job of making sure that even if he drops a combo, he converts it into pressure, which is super important for this character. Oh, Hello though, getting a good combo. Forces the burst out of Karos, and Karos just no health on this character. Like, look at it. It's almost dead already.
And now we have to wonder, is he going to go for a tag again so we can use that assist? Or
again.
Oh, the
reflecting fireball breaking up the violence on the assist. Oh, man.
Nice. Use the
level 3.
Ah! That was so sick. That was like a 12 head. That was not a 5 head. That was amazing. You saw the raw tag?
Huge break. Saw the tag coming in on the flash with the skill hit and went into the level 3 to punch. That is you'll have to see.
All right, are we playing TBC or are we playing Marvel 3 here? Why are we throwing Soul Fist from full screen?
This is dumb. He actually is like getting a really nice pattern too. He managed to tap away 2 of those Soul Fists on the last round of 3.
Man.
Yeah, he's putting up a little wall for himself. Look at the zoning. What is this?
I mean, you got the life lead, 30 seconds left. You gotta find a way to stop it or else you can just keep doing it.
Yeah,
That's the game.
You know, Soup's doing a really good job here of like making sure all of these Soul Fists get taken care of and he's not taking any chip, but you're down on life in the first place. Okay, yeah, here it goes. Here's the cheat code. So you block it, you get a free unblock.
Oh, jeez.
That's set up as cheap.
This match could turn around real fast. It looks like he burst it, but he had already taken the damage from the bullet.
Supra takes it 3-1 over Hello.
Wow. We saw the confidence of the jumping back and throwing Soul Fist, but once he had those 2 meters, that felt like it was over.
It's so cool, like watching these. You can tell they've played each other a lot because the huge brain plays, definitely like the 12 level Yomi it's there, you know, every time.
And I really like both those teams as well. I like, you know, sometimes you can just put 2 good characters together and get a good team, you know, if you want to play like Ipatsu Manteca Blade or whatever. But sometimes, you know, you can take these 2 characters and they work together in a unique and cool way. There's so much synergy. Really enjoyed watching that.
Yeah, I mean, the Morrigan role is one that it's like, it's not anything flashy like that Team Super that Karasaki has, but he just has so many little minute setups and answers for all these situations for that team. And it's really just a pleasure to watch.
Right. Like the safe DHC both ways so that you can do healing and then keep yourself safe, or you can like get the little broom power up, keep yourself safe. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're going to be watching KBeast versus OmegaZero.
Yeah, this is a good one. We got some good matches on the way for you here, guys.
You can
take a look at the brackets. There's some good ones coming up.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see this. See if OmegaZero can make gods bleed here. I mean, KBeast is a great player, but Zero is Zero. So definitely one of the scariest characters in the game. Looks like we're getting it loaded up here.
Yeah. I'm just checking what's going on with some of the other matches here. Yeah, do we have a brackets command in chat? Yeah, no. We do. There's brackets if you guys want to follow along, because there's a lot of things. You know, some of the matches we would have liked to see on stream. You know, just not quite that lucky this week, and we're you know, you can follow along there with the brackets and see how your favorite players are doing down in the losers.
Yeah, what I'm really curious about here is TrueGamer versus Tronzilla.
Yeah,
they both got buys, and the winner of that has to play Mothman. So something to watch out for once the results of that match come through. Oh, he has to map his controller, it looks like.
Oh.
We'll be getting it going in just a second.
All right. Yeah, we got, you know, every once in a while you get one of those controller mapping. OmegaZero, for some reason, doesn't play on the GameCube pad, as far as I know, but still doesn't map his controller correctly, so that it just works with the default settings in Dolphin.
Oh, yeah.
For important ceremonial reasons, I'm sure. But
I have like the controller settings on Dolphin the TVC way. Yeah. Which always screws you up, because if you play any other game, it's like, wait, so my light punch button is B, my medium kick button is A.
Yep.
But
yeah, the nice thing is if you're just trying to do TVC, right? Like you set it up on your machine once, and then it just works whenever you go into net play, and it's beautiful. But yeah, once you start trying to do other things, you realize, hey, the way TVC maps its controls doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they did that because of the shape of the GameCube pad. Do you think that makes sense?
Yeah, I think that was the idea, right? I think like what the GameCube B is your assist, yeah, and then you have like X A Y or whatever is how it goes. ABC across the top, which, you know, okay, fine, but and then like Z is taunt or something. It's just
the game works pretty well on pad. I've played a decent amount of TVC on the Wii Pro controller.
Yeah, and we've got people. I mean, Soup plays on a Wii Classic controller. You know,
yeah.
Magnoman plays on a GameCube pad. I think Obi-Wan plays on a classic controller. There's definitely people out there who play it on pad. It's not a bad game for it.
I'm thinking I might have to pick up a GameCube to PC converter for that Smash Melee rollback.
Yeah.
But then I could play the entire Dolphin library with the GameCube controller. So
sounds like fun. Yeah, I was goofing around when I did the CGOH video, like trying to emulate a Wiimote with the mouse and stuff like that, which is it's fun, but it'd be cool to have some of that real hardware out there again.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how I feel like the Dolphin version of TVC has kind of just surpassed the console version. Like usually, you know, people have the preference for playing on the real hardware. But on TVC, it's kind of better to not play on real hardware.
Yeah. I mean, you know, there's obviously always sort of drawbacks of switching to a platform like PC, but like there's definitely way more advantages than there are drawbacks to this.
There's always like the annoying stuff of having to switch out people's controllers, but at the same time, like people can actually use their sticks, which is really nice.
I mean, that's the big one, right? Nobody has to track down like this just awful bit anymore. There were no good sticks for these.
I had the Mad Catz one, and it was fine.
Okay, yeah, it's
very moddable. But it used wireless, though. That was the problem. It went through the Wiimote.
Yes, it went through the Wiimote, and that's a problem.
Speaking of a problem, it looks like this Yatter 1 plus Batsu is going to be a problem for OmegaZero to deal with. Big damage coming in.
Thanks, Sajam.
And he forced a burst. Listen, I'm just moving past it. This is just how I talk, okay? This is my thing. Shout out to State.
Oh my god. Oh, I thought he was gonna get that pick up there.
KBeast, he burned all that red life and immediately got hit for it.
First with the PDR. Once again, he stays in the front. Everybody's looking for him to like cross up on that setup or something. Stays in the front again.
Well, quite a strong statement here from KBeast.
Quick first round. Yeah, once we got into commentary there, the round was basically already over.
I know. I was down to talk about other GameCube stuff for the entirety of that round, but I guess it's fair that we can mention maybe some of the things that happen on screen. By the way, I like the color coordination. As long as we're talking about stuff that's not relevant, I like the color coordination here.
OmegaZero with just a straight neutral jump at the start of the round, like he's playing Street Fighter or something. He gets the huge punish.
Yeah, we can see again. Wow!
Oh my god, just launched. You can do that there? Thank you. I'm taking notes.
That launcher was absurd. How did he know? And here comes the damage. I'm literally in disbelief. I thought that there was going to be huge momentum there from Zero getting the first hit.
I thought that setup was clean. I've been hit with that a bunch of times. I respected that setup. So
that raw launcher.
Oh yeah, let's see these big combos. Yes. Shoot him in the head. There.
That was a clean 50%.
Super clean.
God, I'm so scared. Joe. He's trying to get in with Bookoo. I wonder. Oh, the tardy counter.
Oh, trades with it. Lucky that he got that frame perfect stand C to trade with the last hit of the tardy counter.
Oh, nice. Attaches the back.
Yeah, that was, I think, a mistake. Tried to push block there. I got the back dash.
And now you have to wonder, okay, there's the raw tag. He got away with it.
Yep, Botsy got a lot of red health to recover. Picks him up right away. Forces the burst out of him.
Yeah, he might have to get through one more burst. We'll see. Yeah, he has to burst it. Okay. It's handy that doing VAR doesn't eat your red life. That's pretty generous of the game.
Yeah, no, that is very nice. VAR is counted the same way as DHC, right? It doesn't. Oh my god, that's it! OmegaZero takes it.
Oh
it's a one hit with a huge amount of Baroque life and brings it back to 1-1.
How did he win that? Wait, what?
I mean, that's the power of Joe's conduct,
about
right?
The fact that he was losing.
Yeah.
That's a ridiculous comeback.
That was really good. Just Baroque things, you know.
Yeah. Good lord, alright.
Oh, gets the pickup. Right into the loops. 3, 4, push the knockdown.
Alright, what's the mix?
Oh, he feeds it off. That doesn't have invincibility. Oh, gets the unblockable on the other side. Big conversion.
Let's see if he has... Does he have a setup here that he's not going to...
Goes low this time. Baits out the crossover counter. Takes the pressure on. It's really nice for OmegaZero. Knockdown again. KBeast is on. Got a little bit of space now. Gets in with the launcher again. He's just raw launching.
How did the first miss? That was kind of sick.
Zero will use up the last of his red light. It's on one hit. OmegaZero just wants to build this.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for the projectiles and stuff too.
Okay, there it is. Zero out. It's down to just Joe again. Oh, he stays in the front.
That is such a hard combo. Oh, same side.
Oh, he's there. Wow, actually gets the pick up that one. Switches sides. Reset. Level 1 is not going to be enough damage.
Yeah, still gonna need one more hit. What's it gonna be here? Probably trying to bait out the raw tag. Oh, going for chip? No. Oh! He broke away all that red life.
Bookoo coming in. He's really wary of that tardy counter there. He's just like, jab, jab, jab.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Oh, he got the hit.
He's getting mid-street loops. Forces the burst.
All right, it should only need one more hit with Bookoo here if he can actually execute. All right,
on
let's
the other
see
side,
it.
into the level 3,
Woo!
and he got ghost damage.
Yeah, the ghost Yotter one coming in, pumping it up.
All right, and KBeast goes up 2-1. These are close games, though.
Yeah, I was getting a little bit scared there. It looked like Joe might have been trying to mount another comeback. I think OmegaZero might have to change his name to Omega Joe the Condor.
Is KBeast going to switch? Or no, is OmegaZero going to switch teams?
What's really been amazing me about KBeast here is that like he is challenging Zero in ways that you usually don't see.
Yeah, he definitely knows some spots.
Yeah, like his awareness is so intense that he knows like, hey, this isn't real. I get to press a button here.
Joe Casher, have we seen this out of OmegaZero before?
I don't think we have, and he's got the neon yellow beautiful Joe.
Yeah, the Wolverine.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. But let's see. We've seen beautiful Joe assert.
Oh yeah, they both have the V's on their heads here, don't they? I guess that's thematic.
Oh yeah. Okay, maybe this.
Okay, that was a mistake. All right. We're back in.
Select your heroes.
Training stage and see what he actually wants.
He did pick Joe.
Oh, he wanted Joe Tech. Okay, that's at least a little more normal of a team. Even though I'm not sure, we might have seen this out of OmegaZero before. Getting like a strange repressed brain memory, but.
Tekka is right next to Casher and on the character select list, I will point out, so sensible mistake. This could hurt.
Let those go. Get the knockdown, into fully charged setup. Oh! Not quite able to pick up, though.
Yeah, it looked like the boomerang really pieced out after it landed a couple hits there. I was surprised it didn't stick around.
Oh! It's under it. Like, and the awareness just so strong out of KBeast. He's just ready for all these situations that, like, you get away with against 99% of them.
Right, I mean, it feels so safe, right? I'm full screen. I'll just throw a boomerang. What's the worst that can happen?
But there's a Yatterman one on the ground in your face. Doesn't quite get to pick up there either. Ijo is hard here. Oh, doesn't quite get to. Yatterman one tanks the hit for Batsu. Ooh, trades with the deep.
Pizzas are getting cut. Oh, he didn't block the overhead.
Is he gonna try and tag out here? What's he gonna do?
Oh, I was worried maybe that would chip.
There it is. Gets the chip. Gets the angle. It's just Tekkaman now. Oh, big hit. Forces the burst out of Yatterman. He's probably gonna be dead. Now, he's got a combo. Tekkaman's got a lot of health, so he's still looking okay. But he's gonna have to pick them. Wow, just hit the ball launch. Block. Oh, wow, he
JR, that's it.
Oh, hey, that's it. Oh, man. Honestly, first out of the combo up there, and then he just jumps up and hits him.
That was extremely clean.
That was so good. KBeast, again, every match we've seen him in so far, he's hungry this week. He is clearly out for blood.
He is, and I think what he really showed in that match, especially the last round, is like, you might have this idea that like, oh, he's used to my main team. Maybe I'll switch to something and he won't be prepared. But he is so prepared. He knows these matchups. You're not going to surprise him. You're not going to.
It's like he knows all these teams and all these spots because he plays all these teams. He plays like basically the entire cast. So it's like he's not someone who you're going to catch off guard and like, oh, maybe he doesn't know what this character does. Maybe he doesn't know about this. Maybe he can get away with some stuff. You're not going to get away with anything. Yeah.
Although we have seen Beautiful Joe do well in previous tournaments, but I believe Metaternal actually was sent to losers. Our resident Beautiful Joe superstar sent to losers by MagnoManX. So
was he? Wow. Yeah.
He's gonna have to.
Was 3-1 too. Yeah, and he's down on he's down in losers now, waiting on a couple matches to finish up. Oh man, are we gonna miss Metaternal versus BlingBloing? Who could have imagined that though? In losers, come on.
Wait, but that needs another. Yeah, that's a little bit away. But up next we have Hello versus Bookoo, which is losers round 3.
Yes, Hello versus Bookoo down in losers. So these are again 2 great players hitting each other up in the losers bracket. That's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, with the competition this stacked, you're gonna see some good players getting eliminated just because, that's the way it goes in a tournament like this. You got a lot of killers.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
But yeah, this should be a good match here. We saw. Wait, now, did we see Hello already today? I'm already forgetting. I guess
we saw Hello versus Supra before.
Right.
Yeah. So now we're gonna get to see Hello versus Bookoo.
As soon as we get these controllers set up.
Select your heroes.
All right, so that's the team we saw earlier today out of Bookoo, and then this is obviously what we'd expect out of Hello, so no surprises at the character select.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see this team from Bookoo maybe get a few more opportunities to do some of that trademark damage, some of that cross up with Ryu assist, stuff like that. The basic game plan that this team has unlocked.
Yeah, it really, the Ryu just ups the neutral potential and the mix-up potential of Tekken Blade by a lot.
Yeah. And plus, when Ryu comes in, we talked about the power of the DP before, but also just a generally damaging character with a lot better mix than you would think for Ryu. You don't really think of Ryu being a mix-up heavy character in any other game, but
yeah, I mean, every game he doesn't necessarily have a overhead cancelable into a wall bounce for full combo. So
yeah, usually he's not allowed to have stuff like that.
Ooh. A little bit of damage on Blade there from Roll, nothing serious though. Keeping it safe with the mash. Oh, nobody landed a full combo here. Just a lot of straight hits.
Oh, big drop. Wow. Small characters cause big drop.
Strange interaction there as Roll just flies full screen from getting hit once. Nice, gets low on the other side, forces the Blade burst out of Bookoo.
Yeah, I think we're seeing good patience here. From Bookoo, he's not really going too all out here. He's just kind of playing solid, not overcommitting himself to anything too risky. Good block on the overhead too.
Yeah, very nice. Woo! Raw tag right through that setup. Oh, misses with the shell kick, gets hit low, but doesn't get a full conversion there for Bookoo. It's only on the other side and converts.
He's gonna have to burst, right? My friend, you have to burst.
Oh, the cross up. Didn't even go for the full combo. He could have just finished it, but wanted to deal with.
Oh, same side. That was. 1,000% got there. I was walking across.
Yeah, I mean, Bookoo dropping some stuff here, but he's still definitely in control of this match.
Yeah, 5 meters on Hello. That's something, but it is going to be quite enough to travel.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a 2-hit game, right? Potentially just 1 at this point. Oh, okay, finishes off the Blade. Gets the heal. All right, looking good. Now this is a different story.
Yeah, this is surprisingly winnable, although I don't think he's going to have an opportunity to set up the power-up.
Just gets clonked on the head into nothing.
Had no Baroque or anything.
Oh, eats the low that time.
Now, if he is going to have Baroque, that overhead is a little more threatening.
Oh, there it is. Another one. Oh, doesn't finish it off. No way. Come on, somebody finish a combo here. DP Baroque's out of there. Oh no, you haven't got the first. Oh no, he drops the combo again. Come on.
Mash like your life depends on it. Because it does.
Into the level 3. The stylish punish. Alright. Keep it simple, you know?
Well, that was quite a bit of a comeback there, huh?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Well played to Hello.
Hello brings it all the way back with Roll, in spite of like a lot of pretty ugly drop combos and stuff, and manages to take it to 1-0 over Bookoo.
Yeah, and I think actually Bookoo would have won if he finished the combo off of overhead Baroque, right? Or I guess it could have been burst.
Yeah.
So it wasn't exactly guaranteed. Unfortunate drops from both sides last round. Let's see if we can get a little bit more clean play this time.
Bookoo popping into Twitch chat to option select that one. Yeah, I don't even play Ryu.
I don't even know how to play this character. I always forget that this combos. I always assume that you can't combo into it.
It's really tight. Usually, I mean, if you try it, it usually won't combo. Nice combo side switch there. Very nice.
And once again, Hello choosing not to burst here. I feel like Hello is more reserved with his burst than most players. He definitely doesn't just let it rip the first time he gets hit in a combo.
Oh, nice again with that falling hit there. Breaking up the pressure.
Flying around with this bonk bonk broom, smacking people on the head. Definitely, like, even though she's a small character, some of her normals can be pretty oppressive.
Yeah, pretty large jump C is like kind of the hallmark of Roll's gameplay. Oh, hits the blade. See if Bookoo tries to get Blade out of here. Yeah, it looks like he's trying to go for the VAR. He was talking before about how he's less comfortable with Ryu, but yeah, he got him to the other side.
I cannot believe that was a cross-up. This is pretty good damage, though.
Yeah, into the level 3 there. This is going to be a lot.
Lilith coming in to just help her sister out. There's the puddle. Nice block. Good awareness.
So with the comfortable life lead now. Oh, gets low on the other side again. The wall bounce. Ah, no. Yeah, that's not the right combo.
Needed like a forward fierce there.
Yeah.
Nice the raw tag. So I actually feel like this is not that bad for Bookoo because if he just gets one hit and forces a burst.
Oh, the assist busting it up there. That was unfortunate.
Oh, and then the problem there as well was like he had already up the red life. And now he has no red life at all, basically, but he does take out more.
Blocks the sweep. Blocks the whole pressure string.
This is not outside of the realm of possibility.
He definitely needs at least 2 hits here. Oh man, and that's all of his meter gone.
Okay.
Doesn't finish. Oh, and Roll just hits him with the jump light, the instant overhead. Really high priority on that too.
Yeah, it looked like Bookoo, I don't know if it's nerves or online, but he was definitely having some trouble landing hits, but not really getting anything out of them.
Yeah, and Hello goes up 2-0 there.
Yeah, this is going to be Bookoo's last chance here. He is switching to a Patsu, man. So kind of, we discussed this a little bit earlier. He's losing that really powerful Ryu assist that helps out for neutral, helps with the mix-ups, but in exchange, he does still have a pretty solid assist, but now he's getting more of a tricky character as an anchor. Yeah. Maybe he can have a better chance of making
at this point, I think it's clear that it's worth it just for him to get back on a character he's more comfortable on.
Yeah. If we can just lower the percentage of drops, I think that'll make a massive difference.
Yeah, and he also does now have a huge threat of like just insane VAR damage as well.
That is true.
Whew. With the crouch mid there, wasn't ready to follow up on it.
I think that the way that you can tell that this is not going well for Bookoo is that, like, how many times has Bookoo landed a hit and Hello hasn't had burst? Almost never, right?
Yeah. I mean,
when your whole team, like, your strategy is to do a ton of damage, if you can't get past all the bursts, it's just never going to work out.
All right, switching to Ipatsu, man, and even on like a, that's one of the nice things about this team is it has a lot of ways to reset the damage scaling, you know?
True. We got the air throw reset, VAR.
Yeah, so even though he got a like a burst combo there, which normally is like really badly scaled, he managed to tack on like a lot of damage on Oregon. Could have tacked on even more. It felt like it.
We've seen a nice little display of footsies here from Ipatsu, man. He's got these long-range normals that move him forward. He can definitely whiff punish pretty well.
Yeah, and his projectiles are nice too. Like, the baseballs, like, you look at them and it seems like they would be kind of jokey small projectiles or whatever, but they're actually at some pretty useful angles and, like, really good. Goes for the level 3, catches the recovery on ouch hit.
It's kind of crazy how effective that is, because you just do the healing and then you just see how your opponent reacts. Yeah, and Morgan has multiple options.
Missiles, you can go into the Valkyrie turn, or you can do the level 3 just like that.
All right, he really got away with one there on that raw tag. Needed that.
Oh, the launch on the other side.
That's such a good option for Morrigan. The launcher is just an amazing.
Especially now with no Ryu assist, that move is going to be a little bit less effective. The puddle. It's kind of good though to have your assist with the puddle. That might not be the worst thing.
Yeah, it's not bad. Ipatsuman is trying to recover a little bit of red life, but I think he will take that. Nice little bit of zoning there from Blaine as well.
Yeah, Bookoo's kind of clawing his way back here. Look at this!
Oh, again, great.
How did he get hit? I mean, I guess we talked about that. Super, no invincibility.
Doesn't have invincibility, so if there's a hitbox already out there, you get beat.
I thought for sure he was gonna snatch it.
Yeah, it kind of looked like he was maybe gonna get over the hitbox, but not the case.
See now, like, what's the play? Ooh, okay, he managed.
Yeah, he didn't do it in time. He definitely had the meter to do something there. Yeah, really good picking that up. Oh, roll! Oh! Okay. Blade manages to get her out of that, but now he's gonna die.
Unburstable.
Yep. Blade is done. It's just down to Ipatsuman now.
Ipatsuman with
Oh
zero
my god,
red
the backwards facing double overhead? No way.
Yeah, this is gonna be tough. I mean, 8 seconds, I don't think this is possible, unfortunately.
Takes to the sky.
He should have gone for the giant robot or something.
Yeah, I mean, you know. Oh, he didn't have meter for it, I guess.
No, he burned a level 1 right there at the end.
Oh, that's true, that's true.
Well, very well played. I think Hello looked really good there. It was just solid play. It was hard to open up. We saw a little bit of drops and stuff from Bookoo, which definitely doesn't help either. I think maybe if he had started with Ipatsuman in the very first round and had some time to warm up with the character, maybe it would have worked better. But, Hello's a really strong player, so definitely don't have to feel bad for losing to him.
Yeah, for sure. Consistent. I think he's like 3rd or 4th on the ELO ratings now. Comes out to these tournaments a lot. And even before that, like a really consistent net player and like just a really strong player.
Speaking of strong players, we have a real banger of a match coming up here, MagnoMan versus KBeast.
Yeah, I know KBeast told us to stop streaming his matches, but he's going to have to stop winning at this point for that to happen because we're showing winners from here on out. We'll have some losers matches coming up too in the future, but
it's not just that he's winning too, it's that he's putting on quite a little show here. We're seeing very intense execution, really good matchup knowledge. I really like everything we've seen from KBeast so far today.
Yeah, he's looking really good. I mean, just like extremely impressive gameplay. We saw OmegaZero put up a little bit of a fight against him for a bit there, but in general, he's been just absolutely impressive.
Yeah, Omega Joe the Condor did pretty well, got that one clutch comeback, but what I was really impressed by in that match, like, first of all, KB showed his Zero matchup knowledge was really, really there when it needed to be, which, like, Zero's a common character. You probably need to know how to fight Zero if you're going to do well. But then we got the counter pick, with Beautiful Joe, Tekkaman, and he really knew everything he needed to do with that matchup as well. Seamlessly able to deal with that team. So really well done. But let's see if MagnoMan can maybe be the first one to win more than one against KBeast here. Another really great player.
We'll see, and we'll see what team he picks too. We saw Magno at the beginning of the tournament go for Polymer Casher, which is definitely not a standard MagnoMan pick, but we'll see if maybe he goes for something a little more standard against KBeast. I would expect him to maybe take this one pretty seriously.
And like we mentioned, he did knock Metaternal into the losers. Metaternal has won this tournament twice, I believe.
Yeah, he's looking strong.
So I'm curious what team he used to do that, and maybe we'll see some of those similar strategies used against KBeast.
Yeah, we've definitely missed some pretty insane matches already today. So,
I mean, how are we supposed to know that there would be this level of blow up happening?
Yeah, I mean, level of blow up, and just so many good players too.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I'm so lucky I get to sit around on this Sunday and just watch the greatest TVC on earth.
Yeah, I mean, literally, you will never find better matches in this game. It's really incredible.
Yeah, this is great. I'm so I feel really fortunate. So thank you guys, because again, if you guys weren't here supporting this, both through the Match Arena and through just participating and being here in chat, just watching us, we wouldn't be able to do this. So thank you, everybody, honestly.
Yeah, I feel I think we're all really fortunate that TVC has had sort of this resurgence, and you've obviously had a lot to do with that, Dr. Science. But as well, you guys, the fans, for watching. Thanks so much, guys. Like, I know I go into old man mode fairly frequently on these streams, but I just remember, like, back when this game was new and it was like a poverty game, the level of play was not anywhere near where it is now.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
It is insane how good people are now.
Yeah, people are just so good these days, and it's because we've had a long time. When the game was at Evo, we had less than a year of experience on everybody, and I mean, for the top players, right, that means you've labbed it out pretty well. But for a majority of people, after like less than a year of playing it, you're not at that level yet, right?
And I'm not gonna name names, but there might have been some players that did really well when this game was new, kind of on their general fighting game fundamentals.
Yes.
Whereas
now,
obviously, like, fighting game fundamentals will help you do well, but now people are really optimal. They have a lot of stuff figured out for their teams. They have a lot of game knowledge.
Gets the unblockable there on the force back roll into the unblockable setup was really nice, but MagnoMan actually managed to chicken guard it, so he took the unblockable in the air and dropped out of the combo.
Look at this. Damn it.
Yeah, forces the burst there. And Magno, like we said, going for the Alex roll now. This is serious.
Yeah, this is the serious business team. But that was a lot of damage, unfortunately.
Yeah, he crossed himself up there. He got over on the other side. He was trying to launch into the reset, but no dice. Gets roll in though. Yeah, that's a mistake. Ooh, oh. Okay, is he gonna go into the super or no? No, it is unsafe on hit. So he's just gonna let it rock.
Ooh, nice air throw. He's playing this really well, actually. He's being patient, blocking well.
Yeah, he was ready for that KBeast slide too. These are also two guys who played each other a lot, especially back in the day. But also at tournaments.
That confirm was absolutely ridiculous. One hit of the air spinner directly into a crouch jab launch. I know that happened like 10 seconds ago, but I still am blown away by it.
Yeah,
this looks like it's gonna
earlier
kill.
on in the tournament, but it's a good character if you've got some high manual dexterity.
Yeah. I guess he couldn't have killed on that last combo because Batsu was still on the static. If you guys aren't used to seeing it, you can tell if an assist is available, whether it is on TV static or not.
Yeah. You either have your portrait, which means you're ready, or you have the static, which means you're on cooldown.
Right. Quick 1-0 from KBeast. He was putting in huge damage, but I think maybe if Alex can just get it started, maybe he can make some moves here. Because Alex.
Well, I mean, we saw Alex get land a really nice hit that could have been, again, anytime he lands a hit, it's like 75% or whatever, right? No meter. So we saw him land the hit. Unfortunately, he crossed himself up on the combo, got his inputs messed up, and got punished for it, and that was the end of the round, basically.
So here's like a thing, an interesting TVC thing. Until he got hit there, actually, I think that MagnoMan was at an advantage because he had red light. KB still does not have red light. So now the situation is changing a lot, taking this huge damage.
Oh, man. And yeah, Magno not quite finding his spots here. He's mashed out on a couple bad situations and can't quite find his legs here.
Yeah,
still has yet to do any damage.
Ooh, same side. Level 3? Or no, level 1.
Level 1. Gets the launch. He also crosses himself up there. Gets the fireball instead of the dive kick moves.
Yeah, this is going to be a really, really hard uphill battle, but I'm not ready to write off MagnoMan just yet.
Okay, a little too high to get the pickup on the ground there, but goes for the reset. Oh, wow. On the other side. Look at this super. I mean, this is going to be safe. Yeah, okay. Way to get up in the air there. I know that KBeast is probably trying to mix up behind the Yatterwan there, but Magno got out of it well. But KBeast can just kind of run away.
Yeah, I don't exactly know what you're going to do about this, especially with Yatter assist, threatening chip.
If anybody wants to see what Batsu did in Cross Generation of Heroes, you can take a look here. See him go up to the top of the screen. Oh my god, that was so close! He had the big Baroque conversion in hand there, and then just dropped it. Unfortunate.
Yeah, pretty sad, but MagnoMan, he's still got a chance here. I still believe.
KBeast up 2-0. He just, again, he needs to find like one solid opening with this Alex, and it just hasn't happened so far.
Yeah, Alex has really been the issue. I feel like Roll is doing okay, but like 2-1, if you lose your first character that fast, it's always going to be hard. All right, here's a big hit. Ooh, snapback!
Oh, goes on the other side with the stomp. You don't see that move too often, but worked out for him there.
Yeah, what do you think about that decision to start with the snapback? Do you think maybe it would have been better to just get as much damage as he could?
I mean, I like the decision all right. I think that, the Alex versus Yatterman matchup obviously has not been working out. Right? So maybe he's thinking that if I had bots in here, I'd have a little more like space to play around. It wouldn't be so smothering and neutral. Oh, the assist coming in and saving.
I think everybody collectively gasped when he landed that dive, but the assist was there. All right, he gets the raw tag, doesn't get punished for it.
Yeah, Alex hopefully going to recover a little bit of life here. Roll maybe going to put in a little bit of work. He's got his work cut out for him, for sure.
That launcher is so scary. Ooh, small body problems. I can't land that combo on any character, so it's really hard.
Oh, nice. Super jumps up for the air throw. Roll just getting her health chipped away little by little here, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you feel like you just have to hold on as long as possible so Alex can get health back, but Roll taking these hits is not helping.
Yeah, Alex is getting most of it back, though, at this point.
Yeah, we'll have to see his... Ooh, he burns it all on Baroque.
Yeah. Is he going to try and get Alex back in here? I mean, he's going to have to, right? I see him going for the VARs. Yep, there it is.
Yeah. You just need that roll assist to cover Alex.
Oh, gets hit on the way down.
Might get burst just in time.
I mean, he's got the meter for burst if he wants it. KBeast decides not to kill there.
Yeah, I think that might have been like some layer 2 Yomi. He chose not to burst. The other player chose not to super because he expected burst. Okay, big hit. Gotta burn through these bursts. There's one down.
That's the big Baroque. The Baroque is gone now from Alex. Oh, and Alex is dead. Gets hit on the other side low.
Yeah, it was a killer block on the dive kick.
Oh. Walks up and grabs.
Oh my god. RKO out of nowhere, basically. Okay, let's see. Roll's got 23 seconds. This is still doable.
Oh, Yatterman 1, yeah, has one of the fully invincible crossover counters, and he takes advantage of it there. KB seals the deal.
Did that character really need that? He needs a fully invincible alpha counter that he can combo off of. And then he could land that, and then VAR, and it resets the damage scaling. Seems good. It is hard, though. It is really, really hard.
Yeah, in case anybody is interested in knowing exactly how that works, all crossover counters have the same amount of invincibility. So it's just a matter of is yours fast enough that it comes out before that invincibility window is over.
Right. That kind of reminds me of like roll canceling in CVS2 in a sense. Like you have a set number of invincibility frames, and then they overlap with the animation of your special move.
Yeah.
So it's like Jaaames versus OmegaZero. Like we saw OmegaZero knocked into losers by KBeast.
Yeah, and now he's up against our Frank West specialist. So we'll see how Jaaames does.
Yeah, we saw quite a little show from Jaaames in the first match of the tournament. We got to see Frank do a lot of work, so we'll see if he can do the same thing. But Zero is very, very scary. A very tough character to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we've got Magnoman, and KBeast just beat Magnoman. So he moves on to winners finals. Oz and Jaaames, this is losers bracket action here. And then we're going to jump back up to the winners bracket for Mothman and Supra after this. So we got some good matches on the docket.
I'm really excited for Mothman versus Supra. I think that one's going to be sick. But this one should be sick too. As long as, now, listen, again, I'm not throwing any kind of shade, but if this is just 3 rounds straight of Zero perpetual block string, maybe I won't be as excited as if, we get to see Frank do some work. There's no bias. No
Yeah.
bias in the commentary. I'm rooting for both players equally, but oh no, we're here.
No way.
We're hearing suggestions, rumors that maybe we might see Gold Lightan.
No way.
I don't want to believe.
I mean, maybe. Oz, ever since the one time that him and Metaternal went double Lightan, he just won't stop talking to people about it. Every time it's like, hey, are we playing Lightan? Who's playing Lightan with me? I know that matchup.
That is pure hustling. No one accept that offer. You're getting hustled.
Yeah, I mean, if we've learned one thing since then, because he was.
All right, just pick the teams. That's what I like to see. No nonsense.
Yeah. We have learned though that OmegaZero's Lightan mirror matchup knowledge is actually incredible somehow. I played it against him. Some other people played it against him. He's got all the frame data in his head for some reason. He knows exactly how it works. So
that's why
don't take him up on that.
Yeah.
Oh, nice start to the game.
Oh, and a throw reset.
Throw reset. Very nice. Almost got hit there.
Why did Joe the Condor come in so far forward on the screen? Did anyone else notice that?
Yeah, it's really weird.
Say cheese.
Say cheese.
God, this is so scary. Okay, yeah, there.
Hit. He doesn't have meter for burst. Okay, drops out.
Gotta save this roll. No!
No, she's dead. All right, Frank coming in, and he started roll off, I think, for a reason, because Frank definitely is a character who has slow normals and would definitely have some trouble.
That roll out of the corner was very pro. He gets himself back into neutral where he maybe stands a chance of actually getting a hit.
He's trying to find something, but yeah, Frank in the neutral against Zero seems like a real struggle. Oh, nice block on the double overhead there.
Oh, he got another rollout!
It's a hit too on this absolute madman.
The fortitude by James here, I'm very impressed. He's in a very uphill situation, but look, he's burst now.
It's out of the corner again with that roll. He's been just so absolutely on point with his Frank. Incredible.
It's gonna hurt.
I think he was going for this.
He's probably gonna get some kind of reset here.
Oh, another extension. Oh, wow, that had to be some
Cashes in.
Blockable. Other side into the level 3. That's it for round 1. Nice, like Frank was looking nice for James there for a second. I feel like I get the idea of like starting roll press. He's got faster normals, a little better neutral control, but the Frank was actually looking just fine against the Zero. I would maybe start him with the assist.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed with James's play, even though obviously, losing roll that early is really bad, but I was pretty impressed. He kept it together. I think if he can just last a little bit longer, and he is starting with the Frank, so
yeah.
There, we can already see the roll plus the puddle.
Really strong. Okay, he's gonna get to pick up off this because he's got the roll assist. Yep. And we're gonna get the loops.
Take that! Oh my god. That was well over.
Another hit, just big jump season.
All right, the tables have turned. Frank is getting in. Okay, Frank gets opened up.
Gonna have to burst this. Yeah, Zero's sitting on a lot of red life here. Oh, yep, the dive beats the bottle. Ball's out of that one. Oh, the Frank is still alive. Zero burst down to pixel hell. Oh, no! Was he trying to reflect the,
I think honestly he was just trying to chip. I think he just wanted to get in range and do something that doesn't chip. I feel like you have to say Frank here. Maybe he's gonna look for that.
Oh, gets hit over.
Oh man.
Nice little air string there from OmegaZero to finish off Frank. Oh, he didn't know what side he was coming in on. OmegaZero gets the hit. Not close enough to the corner to get the big combo, but he is going to get the head. How could you do that?
Yeah, this is looking a little tough here. I mean, letting Frank die could spell doom here for James. Let's see if he has any answers.
I mean, he got a nice start. Zero is pretty low. If he can land a hit or two and finish off Joe the Condor soon here, so Zero losing some red life, he'd be in a good spot, but he's going to have to land that first. There's one. Okay, this isn't going to be enough to kill him since he went for this knockdown.
You could also potentially look for scrub combos on both characters if you can manage to hit Zero here.
An option. Roll has that happy birthday potential that a lot of games don't.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Oh, straight into level 3. Nice awareness there. Oh, what's happening here?
The level 3 is powerful. Oh,
okay, all right, we're back.
And they had to load Ken the Eagle into the game.
You know, it
right.
warped the base time.
Yeah, that level 3 was so powerful. It basically did a the world type of super. Shoutouts to Heritage for the Future. 2-0 OmegaZero. I think James, he really can do this. He just needs to keep Frank alive. Like we've seen, when Frank gets going, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, he was doing well with Frank that last round, and it just it wasn't quite enough.
We also need to see, does he have any answers for these Baroque unblockables? Because that's been one of the major sources of him getting hit.
Oh my god! The project pushes him back into the zombie. Forces the burst, and that was going to be a full combo.
Alright, now we have to watch out for this Baroque unblockable. Except he doesn't have Baroque, so what do I know? Nice.
Jumps directly into the throat. James with that real awareness. That would have been loose, so yeah, OmegaZero definitely
another burst. By the way, this Sage Ease assist is kind of doing work right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It hits like full screen.
Oh, the puddle. Oh, he knew. He was ready.
Baroque. Enough damage. Oh, he wasn't ready for the sleep again. Real eating though. Oh! Now it's 2-on-1 against Joe the Condor. Right? Axe right out of the
first time this set, Zero has been destroyed.
Oh, nice with the downs.
That crossover was really good.
Into level 3, and Frank is dead. Thought that Zero was the problem with this Joe.
Saw it earlier too. You know, Joe was making comebacks. Omega Joe the Condor. Okay, nice.
Face falling seat. Oh, gonna be it. Yeah. First. Oh no, he drops it. He should have just kept it simple. Gone to the level 1. Block. Oh, nice stagger pressure from OmegaZero. He takes the game 3-0.
Yeah, well played by James. We saw when Frank got a hit, he made it look pretty good, but it's just really hard, you know. Zero keeps you locked down. Really had a hard time getting that hit that he needed.
Yeah, for sure. It was tough, but yeah, he definitely had some flashes there where it looked like he was on the road to victory, and then just didn't quite get over the finish line.
Yeah. This next match, I believe we're about to go to the one that I mentioned being hyped for earlier, Mothman versus Supra.
This should be good. Mothman versus Supra, down in the losers bracket too, right?
No, this is winners.
No, this is winners? Oh, this is winners. Yes, this is winners.
Winner of this goes on to fight KBeast.
Mm-hmm. In winners finals, yeah. Yeah, this will be great. And Mothman Supra, I mean, Supra took second, I think, against Metaternal one week when he, like, I think double jeopardied Mothman out of the tournament, if I'm remembering correctly. But he definitely beat Mothman. Yeah.
So Mothman's something to prove here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, both of these, a couple of our strongest players, they're 2 and 3 on our rankings, I think. Yeah, something like that. But very strong players, both of them, and I'm like really excited to see this match.
All right, I've got 2,500 channel points. How should I spend them to increase the hype for this match? Here, I'm gonna highlight a message. I'm gonna throw a bunch of emotes in there. Let's get hype, guys.
Yeah, hold up.
I just got to figure out what are the good emotes to add.
We're gonna highlight in some emotes in chat.
Spam them out, guys. Let's get it going.
This is the kind of commentary you guys came here for. Hang on,
you guys came to hear
chat.
us talk about typing in chat.
Oh, we got the Wapos down there.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's a powerful emote.
Let's keep it going, guys. Let's get the hype. Let's get the hype going.
Yeah, we are coming up to the end of the tournament now. This is winners semis, and we are a couple rounds away from the end of the losers bracket too. We're gonna have a few matches through the end of losers, and then check out some finals. I hope you guys are enjoying this. We've had some great matches so far, and it's only gonna get better from here.
We really have. Like the hype in all these tournaments is always insane. That's definitely one of the things that keeps me coming back every single time. I just want to see the matches. Even if I wasn't here commentating, I'd just be watching this at home because I want to see the matches.
Yeah. You won't find matches like this anywhere else. That's one thing I'm confident in. If you want good TVC, this is the place.
If you want to see Yotter 2 call the robot 10 times in one match.
If you want to see 3-meter, completely unavoidable, unblockable setups, then you're also in the right place.
All right, I want to see if this Karos can get things started against Yotter 2. I feel like that's going to be the big decider of every single one of these matches. Is just going to be, can Karos get it started, or is Yotter 2 going to get the whole robot shenanigans going and really shut down neutral? A very aggressive walk forward at the start of the round here.
Spin trades with spin. Excellent.
Oh, that was ambiguous. What did he say?
Force back roll, stays in the front. Okay, tag, keep this setup.
Oh, the spinner!
Trade. Drops it though. Okay, pokes out before the overhead comes. Pick up, gun here. Launch. Oh yeah. Tags in.
Good lord.
There's that. So much damage on Kara. Got that one hit. Now he's got to eat this robot. Dude. Ooh, Saki gets the punish on the way down.
Nice throw.
Absolutely lightning.
Yeah, and like, to be honest, even though it looks like Mothman is kind of wrecking right now, this is actually not bad at all for Supra.
This is super close. He just needs a little bit more to get 3 meters, at which point he can kill a character. Kill Yotter 2 here for free.
Look, he destroys the fireball with the gunshot. I think this is something that we saw in the past as well, that like, if Mothman can't get around this neutral and get in with Yotter 2, it can be a really big problem. But he's doing exactly that right now.
Got a good hit here, and he's looking in a good spot.
The eventual robot activation, I'm sure, is coming. Or he'll just kill with level 3. No, I guess he can't do that in this situation.
Call the robot, keep the pressure on. Crossover counter. Oh, doesn't quite get the pickup, though. Robot does not break up that combo. Into the level. That's
I want to see how high the damage... Oh, no, the damage stops counting up when he gets this 0 health. Sad. All right, here's the ambiguous cross-up. Block.
Block. Oh, goes low. And that should be it. Yep. Launcher finishes it off. And Mothman goes up 1-0.
Very well played by Mothman. I think that was winnable for Supra up until the point where... Yotter 2 got in on Saki, got that clean hit, and then the whole party gets started. That's what you don't want to see. If he can just keep neutral under the control of Saki, keep those gunshots, those grenades, keep Yotter 2 out, then it'll be okay. But if Yotter 2 gets started, life can be really hard.
So Soup, we know, plays a few different teams. Oh, he's going for the Soki Tekkaman. Yeah, we've seen this out of him before. It's one of the teams that he plays. And I think against characters like Yotter 2, especially, who try to approach from the air a lot, like she's got that air dash jump B that she tries to come in with a lot, his jab can be like a really good tool. It just sort of shuts down that neutral approach.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Like, he can operate at ranges where Yotter 2 is not really that effective. See, like right there, he's standing back. I love the little double air dash.
Oh, nice mix
up there. Oh no. Cashing in the Baroque.
Okay, forces the burst. Oh, gets the shoulder. Doesn't quite get the confirm off of the W. He's ready with that arm.
Yeah, that's one of like the interesting things about this game is that normal chains don't turn around to face the opponent, but if you do a special move, your character will automatically turn around. So smart use of that shoulder there. Prevent himself from being crossed up, but the robot is active.
Oh, robot actually broke up the knockdown though.
All right, robot says goodbye, but I have a feeling he's going to be back here.
We'll see him soon.
Basically going full corner to corner here.
Yep, and here comes the robot. We see him rolling out. That definitely, I think a lot of people sort of theorize, at least, right, that if you roll out, you give yourself more of a chance to get mixed up, but I think you can still block it. Oh, wow, snatches are hilarious.
Something I wonder about here is, do you think that the health differential could actually help Supra here? He's actually playing beefier characters as opposed to Karos, who dies really fast. But it didn't quite work out with that.
It could be, but so far he's just, you know, kind of taking more hits.
Yeah, that's true. All right, here comes the robot again.
Right, installs another jump with Baroque there, but still not quite enough damage to finish. Ooh, the robot comes out and he's able to finish it off with the mash.
Yeah, this is pretty textbook stuff. I mean, when Yada 2 gets to keep looping these robots, life is always going to be hard. We're going to character select again.
Yeah, we'll see what Soup wants to do here. The Soki Tekkaman, like, I get the idea behind it. Doesn't seem like it worked out too well. I don't know if he'll go back to the old team, if he'll try something different.
Yeah, I think Soki ended up being decently effective, but Tekkaman had a lot of trouble. I can always see that matchup being really hard if, you know, Tekkaman very slow, Yada 2 really fast, she can get in on you really easily. Oh, look at this!
Oh! KBeast in the chat saying, stick with your shit. He is absolutely not sticking with his shit. He is going for Yada 2 Volnut, which I'm not sure if I've ever seen that team out of him before.
Yeah, maybe he figures the only way to defeat a Yada 2 is with a Yada 2 of your own. Robot on robot violence.
Yeah, right?
The Volnut anchor is kind of interesting too. We'll see if he can make good use of the assist here.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good VAR partner, right? Because you can always VAR into the arm switch, into, you know, some neat damage, but
the robot had such prejudice there when he just punched her right out of the combo. Brutal.
Yeah. Mothman getting off to a good start, calling the robot early and getting the combo off of it.
And this is a lot of damage. Low health Yada 2, one of her only disadvantages.
Rolling out again. Goes low.
All right, both robots
calls a robot of his own.
We're standing at full screen punching each other with robots. Oh, look at that!
Robot on robot.
The robot broke the combo, but then swiftly started another combo. Look, this is going to be huge damage. No burst. I think he's dead.
Oh my god. Okay, he controls it. Knocked down. It's not quite dead.
That was so close. Okay, Coins robot, you're gonna have to look for the raw tag.
Tags into the robot. Got lucky there. The robot actually hit him while he was tagging in. You know.
See, Mothman's control of RNG manipulation is so extreme. He's even manipulating the opponent's robot. I'm convinced the tinfoil hat is on. It's a really close match so far.
Mothman, we see this style of play out of his Chun-Li a lot, where he tries to build meter, play safe with the air legs.
Right, and we've seen his ability to hit confirm off of stray hits is pretty amazing. So, see, like right here, look at, oh, I cursed him. I'm sorry. I take it back.
Oh, punish. Oh, it doesn't quite get the full punish, though.
Yeah, slightly awkward, hitting the upstretched leg there. I do like this approach with Volnut. I think this is pretty smart. He's not overcommitting to anything. Might force a burst here. We'll see. Oh, reset.
Oh, nice. Cross under. Burst into the corner, so it's going to be scaled damage, but he is taking a little bit. Okay, AR, so this is going to be unscaled here, and then gets the setup with the OTG, but definitely sets up a nice one.
Oh, for a second there, he chicken blocked his way out of the setup pretty effectively, but once he came back down to the ground, he got again.
Yeah, I mean, Mothman was very committed to getting there.
Oh, that Baroque was very bold. Okay, other side, robot's not interrupting.
Oh, robot comes to save at the last second. He finishes it off. Okay, it's 2-on-1 now. Mothman does have the health advantage. He's going to finish off this full nut, too. Okay, so now it's just Yada 2 versus Chun-Li now.
Supra
Mothman
really
needs
needs
a
a
health
hit
advantage.
here.
They're both at about the same meter.
We'll have to see if Supra is going to just try to set up the robot any way he can. There it is, yep. Now neutral becomes a lot easier.
You know,
You're gonna have to
Supra
step
in kind of a
up
difficult
spot.
position now. He's trying to play safe with the robot and everything, but yeah, about to say, even if the robot breaks something up, there's a chance he could just die before he gets a chance to get in there. And yeah, that's the case. Mothman takes it 3-0.
Yeah, very solid play from Mothman there. Not getting scared when the robot versus robot ended up not exactly going his way. The clutch Chun comeback. Was that 3 already?
It was 3.
Holy
That was
cow,
3-0.
that went so fast.
Yeah, that was a quick one. I mean, it wasn't super quick. Supra had some moments, but it did go 3-0, you know?
Yeah. So that'll put Mothman against KBeast in winners finals.
It's fine. So Supra's still down in losers. We'll hopefully see some more out of him later. But for now, we're heading back down to see some more losers bracket action. Right?
Yep, Magnoman versus TrueGamer.
MagnoManX versus TrueGamer, and this is losers quarters.
Yeah, really important match for both of these players. They are going to need to win this if they want a shot at making it to losers finals and getting top 3.
Yeah. Yeah, it is top 3 payouts, so it's a big one if you're trying to get paid from this. If you're trying to make a living playing TVC.
Yeah, it's a fertile ground for monetary wins for sure. Have we seen TrueGamer play yet today? I guess we must have. Oh,
I think this is the first time we've seen TrueGamer play. Yeah, and I promise, guys. I know that people say they wanted to see this match or that match. I try my best to make sure that most people will have stream matches along their path, but there's just not enough hours in the day for all the matches to get on stream. So this will be our first time showing TrueGamer on stream.
Yeah, I mean it's unpredictable too. It's like we've had upsets. We've had a lot of crazy stuff happening in this tournament, and that is only going to get more crazy as we work our way up to these finals here.
Yeah, I mean, every week for sure, but also this week, I can just look over this bracket and 6 or 8 matches. I was like, I wouldn't have predicted that outcome, you know?
Yeah.
There's always something where it's like an off stream, let me pick one out here. I guess, our losers bracket is looking fairly normal, but yeah, we missed Supra versus Jaaames off stream, 3-2. Apparently that match was really good. They said it was amazing.
We missed BlingBloing versus Tronzilla. BlingBloing eliminated Tronzilla.
Yeah, TrueGamer beat Tronzilla in winners and then lost to Mothman. We missed all of that. Unfortunate, but
is there any worse feeling when you're running a stream and then you find out that Daigo lost off stream?
Lost off stream. I mean, if it happens to Evo, I figure it's okay to happen to me.
Yeah. I remember that happening so much in the very late SF4 days. I was such a fanboy for Daigo, and if he lost and I didn't get to see it, I freaked out. Just I'm gonna freak out watching this match. This is gonna be a good one. I can already tell.
Okay,
Ryu-chan, very classic team.
Yep, this is the TrueGamer special, and Magnoman going back to the Cash and Volnut, which we talked about at the beginning of the stream, we hadn't actually seen. So.
Yeah, I think we've seen TrueGamer, a very aggressive style with Ryu. Pretty cool to watch.
Yeah, for sure. He's rushed down heavy. Oh, I think Magnoman probably tried to go for the knee there, but it wasn't out in time. Ooh, nice pickup. That's only nice block. Magnoman knows that TrueGamer definitely is the type. He wants to go for he wants to style, he wants to rush down, he wants to stay on the He was ready for that overhead.
Something that I already like out of TrueGamer, I mentioned earlier, the power of changing your air trajectory. He's doing a good job of that, but now he's getting completely wrecked here. Look at this damage.
No meter for burst. Oh, he did let the shot off.
Is that going to kill? He's got the...
Oh, it's the last hit.
That was insane damage. Good lord. All right, good bait on the raw tag.
Takes in the front. He's expecting the cross up.
What?
Out of the other side. No way.
I have never seen these types of things before. What is going on?
Oh man, that was nice.
Toss up stomp. Wow, base up.
Excellent conversion. True gamer. Looking nice. Oh, no, back to the front. We're seeing some mix-ups here. Some real mix-ups.
I heard you guys like schmicks. That's what the kids are into these days? Look at that. Okay. Also, effectively using the lightning legs to switch sides.
Oh, the wave dash trying to get in. Here, builds a little bit of meter with the Chun. Nice back.
Yeah, both players with burst
available. Oh, hits him.
Can't burst. Ow.
That's got tons of involved on him.
Now it's really scary. Could just die to one buster.
Able to block it in time. Oh, just on. I think he was trying to start the lightning leg smash, but you know, before the flash, he only got the one input in. Just got the kick out there and gets punished for it.
If we talk about that VAR combo, that absolutely turned the tide of the match. He killed Ryu at like what, 70% or something?
Yeah.
So much damage.
Yeah. TV's at the start of the round. Oh my god, he does it again.
Someone's got to tell him this 6-2-3 was a week ago. You're a little late.
Nice, gets in there. Keeps the pressure on.
Looks like he's going low a lot more too. You noticed that MagnoMan seems to be expecting the overhead a little bit.
Gets him. Doesn't quite get the pickup with the assist there, but does hit him with the knee.
Ah,
oh, there's the he blocks like 3 hits, but TrueGamer gets a low out. Oh, another little one. Oh my god. They were like game. Well, there's the overhead. He catches it that time.
Both players just bursting everything here.
Yeah, just invuln into burst into invuln.
The slobber knocker. I think that fits the definition. Okay, okay, stop bursting. Overuse it.
He said doesn't go for the mix up there, just stays in the front. On. Keeps him. Alright, I like it, I like it. I think he might have been trying to set up for an unblockable there, but he wasn't quite. He was trying to whiff that sweep and then broke the Whew. Wasn't ready for that big jump sweep, just hit.
Wow, cross up with the assist.
Nice big run. The Chun-Li, that's definitely going to be enough. Level 3. True game, but bringing it back 1-1.
Yeah, that was very well played. I mean, he had a very basic approach to neutral, which was Tatsu plus call Chun, but it looked so effective.
Yeah.
And every hit that he landed, he really made it hurt. So all that added up to a nice win there for TrueGamer.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job. You know, we say he's so aggressive, he keeps rushing down, but he's doing a good job of not leaving himself open in the process of doing it.
Look at that, too. The fireball. Yeah, the way he's using air Tatsu is really fascinating. Like, see, look at that. Air dash back into air Tatsu makes his approach really unpredictable. Lets him call that Chun assist to get pressure.
Jump C on its own, though, also just a very good option. It gets the hit there.
Yeah, we'll have to see if he wants to burst. It's not going to be able to kill here, but it is going to be a lot of damage.
Oh, had the meter for the level 3. I think it would have been too scaled, though. Oh, there's the pickup.
Like he doesn't want to burst with Kishan here.
Oh, gets the raw tag, burst with the Volnut. Alright, he was just saving it so he could get in and then do it.
I've noticed that we're seeing a similar sort of movement pattern here with Chun as well. Like, if you watch, he'll air dash back, double jump, air dash back in. I really like how unpredictable his approaches are. I just feel like this is hard to fight. What are you going to do?
Yeah, and he's got such nice extensions and mix-up with Chun-Li.
Oh god, cross up.
Yeah, it's on the other side there. Forces the burst out of Chun. TrueGamer doesn't have burst now, so if MagnoMan lands a nice hit here, he could definitely take Chun-Li out. It kind of damages team outputs. Oh, doesn't quite get the pickup.
I like this use of the shield in neutral. I think it's helping him close off these approaches that he's had trouble.
He realizes that TrueGamer just has like a really good sense of, you know, how to use his tools like oppressively, so it's hard for him to challenge. He just needs to get a big old hitbox. All that.
Wow. That was pretty incredible. When he whiffed the shield,
Yeah.
TrueGamer immediately capitalized. Oh, more shot.
Under that over stays on the other side.
I mean, the frame data here. Look at this.
Absolutely incredible. Casher on pixel health now. And there it is. TrueGamer goes up 2-1 over Magnoman. Magnoman, who, if you remember, took out Metaternal earlier in the tournament. No one is safe.
Yeah, Metaternal, our former two-time champion. Man, this is crazy. I think Magnoman, he showed some good ideas there. I like that he noticed that maybe there was like one height of screen that he needed to kind of cover.
Yeah.
But we're seeing the switch to Alex here, the serious business team.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this is the team. See if they switched early enough or not.
What's really scary is I feel like we haven't actually seen this team do that much work. People have seemed to be pretty effective at dealing with it. We'll see if TrueGamer has anything as well.
I mean, so far we've only seen him play it against KBeast, right?
Right. Well, I guess that's true. It's hard to look good when you're fighting KBeast.
Off to a good start here. Got the reset. Easy 60%.
Nice tech chase.
Oh, he thought he had a read on a jump back there, but he did not. TrueGamer's going to capitalize.
Yeah, maybe it would have been safer if he called the roll assist.
Oh, the unblockable setup. We got those.
He's going to have to first if he doesn't want to lose him. Here comes level 3. Oh, drop. Drop is huge.
Massive drop. Alex has a chance now. Okay.
Nice.
On the raw tag. We'll post it though.
Yeah, trade 2 meters for 50% of your life on Alex seems worth it to me. Unless you get open. Wow.
Roll too short.
Roll's hitbox is so cursed. That was a sweep. A sweep.
That was a sweep. That went over.
You are correct. Ridiculous. Let's see though, the fly swatter coming out. Bonk, bonk.
How to approach until he has. Oh, nice. Air like directly into level 3. That's a
Hit the
lot of
damage.
Not quite enough to kill. He's still out there. We'll see if Magnoman wants to Supra or try and switch back to Alex or something.
Oh no. Oh no. I feel like you really have to raw tag here. I just burst. To be honest, that's what I would do. Just raw tag and burst so that you can still utilize the Alex with the roll assist.
Yeah, I do really think Alex roll is dead. Gets hit with the fireball from Ryu there.
Now Alex has to do this on his own, which is going to be a lot harder.
And
But that was a good burst.
TrueGamer doesn't have first meter for another little second now. He's ready for that pickup. Has to broke that to stay safe. Front, I think that was okay. Gets the hit there. Where's that? Now he really doesn't have first meter. Woo, gets the mix up though with the broke.
That stomp overhead was so bad.
There's the overhead with the mid dive.
Okay. This is winnable. One block!
Magnoman stays alive.
Oh, that was an incredible clutch last second play there. Now it's 2-2.
Let us know that dump damage did that.
Oh my god.
Whew.
All right, well, last round here. Let's see if he can make anything happen here. I feel like Alex didn't get anything started here. Oh, that's good.
All right, here we go. I started snap. Sean wasn't ready yet.
All right. This is gonna hurt too. It's gonna have to. Wow, this is. Look at all these hits that Alex is landing. The reset.
Throw reset. It just hurt so bad. Nice pickup from TrueGamer. On the other side, didn't get a full pickup.
Yeah, I think he's looking out now for the raw tag. That's what you really have to pay attention to.
And it.
There it is. Now it's happens. It. Oh, first eight. First. Oh, what is?
That doesn't do a lot of damage, but this reset will. Oh no, he misses it. Uh-oh.
God, MagnoMan throwing away what he built with Alex. No. Now it's down to just roll. Ryu and Chun both sitting on a lot of red life. That's unblockable. Has to put it off.
Yeah, Ryu not having any red life is pretty big here because the raw tag really does not make sense. So now he knows he can just work through this last little bit of Ryu's life.
Will he go either way? TrueGamer lands the hit into level 3.
You can! Now he can just kill him. Oh.
TrueGamer finishing it off in style. Takes a 3-2 over MagnoManX in a close one.
That last round was ridiculous. I thought Alex had it. He was getting so many hits. That was really sick.
Yeah, we were saying Alex didn't quite get the hits, barely pulled it off, and then all of a sudden Alex comes out firing on all cylinders, and TrueGamer turns it around, makes the comeback.
Yeah, I cannot believe that TrueGamer still won after he raw tagged and then got his burst baited by Alex. How do you come back from that? But
he looked like he had just been absolutely crushed at that point, right?
Yeah.
When you get,
it shows like the mental fortitude, like not letting the fact that you made a mistake or that you did something that the opponent read, like don't let it go to your head. You can just keep running the game plan and end up winning. So well played.
Keep playing. I mean, this is a game with, a couple of mechanics that could be referred to as comeback mechanics, but like if you really want to win something like that, you just need to keep your head on straight and keep getting the hits,
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, it is true that this is a Capcom fighting game made in the modern era. They like their comeback mechanics a little bit. But at the same time, it can be really, really hard to come back because when you lose one character, you lose half your team, essentially. Unlike Marvel, where you still have an assist left if you lose one. So it can be tough.
Yeah, for sure. You lose a lot of options. You lose your assist. You lose the VAR option. You lose the crossover counter option. You lose team supers. There's a lot of things you lose there. But we have another good one. I told you guys, good matches were going to keep coming, and we have OmegaZero versus Metaternal.
Yeah, I mean, OmegaZero has a lot to prove here. Metaternal, like I've mentioned like 10 times, 2-time Tatsunoko versus Corona champion. So, I would consider him maybe the favorite coming in, but OmegaZero has looked very dominant today. Yeah, no one has really been able to deal.
This is losers. One of these two is going home. OmegaZero knocked down to losers bracket by KBeast earlier, which we saw on stream, and then Magnoman knocking Metaternal down to losers. So this is where are we now? Losers round 4, not even quarterfinals at losers. So one of these two heading out, earlier than you'd expect.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Metaternal, that beautiful Joe. We saw a little bit of Joe earlier, but Metaternal's beautiful Joe is like really unique and special, I think.
Yeah.
The way he's able to control neutral, his mix-ups, really impressive stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. He is the VJo, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're looking for a VJo, he's the guy.
I'm curious who he's going to pick second here. It looks like he's going Blade. We are seeing the ominous hover on Lightan. I don't think he'll...
I mean, he picked Blade just in case OmegaZero wants to fuck around and try it, but there's no way.
Yeah, I mean, to me, Lightan is a really bad pick here because, first of all, you're going into a bad matchup against Tekka Blade. But second of all, if you somehow win, then you're locked in. And it's like, you think Metaternal won't be able to beat Lightan?
Yeah. And, I love OmegaZero, coming in here and trying to pretend like he's some kind of electrifying crowd favorite and then picking Zero, right? I mean, come on.
That's true. You can't pretend like you're going to pick Zero. That's pretty funny. All right, he gets it. Zero. Who would have thought?
Yep. Good start from OmegaZero. Doesn't get that extension there. A little tougher on small bodies. Oh, fakes out the extra overhead. I mean, amazing blocks from Metaternal there. It's tough to block this all out. Gets the hit, forces the burst. That's the first step.
Ooh, that was very good use of Tekka Blade assist there. That was crazy.
Nice! Big red life here. He's getting a lot of damage on Zero. Oh, the overhead. OmegaZero actually burst that off. He's down at no health here.
Oh, there it is. The blade
off with the assist. Nice back. Love it.
I feel like this is something we see from Metaternal a lot, or I mean from OmegaZero a lot, is that he goes for those ground throws to get out of 50-50. Don't gotta block if you land a throw.
Great option. A lot of old games. If you play like old fighting games, just throw people in reversal situations.
Oh, yeah, like Street Fighter 2 where throws beat meaties.
Yeah.
Take me back. All right, we're landing level 3 here. It's gonna go for the big pose.
Yep. Are we gonna see the 6 machine? Yeah, he wants to put on as much damage as possible. Joe the Condor got a little bit of health. Oh, he tries to pick it up. Not quite, but that is a ton of damage. Gets the throw. Okay, OmegaZero was ready for that. Nice, gets the low. Finishes off the Vijo. Okay, Joe the Condor, not a lot of health left, but he is alive.
This is gonna be hard, but guard point. You know, I'm just gonna pretend like I wasn't about to say that this is still winnable. That would be a crazy. Would someone say that situation is winnable? That would be absurd. So that's not what I was gonna say, guys. Well, trust me.
I mean, anything is winnable theoretically.
Yeah, I mean, if you just don't get hit, don't get chipped.
Never get hit. If I was in his position, I would simply not get hit.
Yeah, if I was the player.
Nice start off with some good boomerang placement. We've seen it in the past. Metaternal has really good handle on how to cut off angle of approach with the boomerang. But he got hit by Zero.
Yeah, now we're going to have to see. I assume there's going to be a reset incoming here. Ooh, okay.
Drops.
And he allowed Joe to roll out, essentially. Like, he didn't particularly go ham on any kind of tech chase there. So this is exactly what Joe wants. He gets to go back to neutral and start playing his game.
Yeah. Oh, bold jab there, but he does hit Zero.
Yeah, what I think is pretty amazing here is that Metaternal is actually like putting Zero outside of his comfort zone. He's saying,
for sure.
You have to chase me down. And
it's very hard to force Zero into playing your game plan. And that's exactly what Metaternal's doing here.
Very impressive. But here's a big hit. Forces a burst.
Yeah. Made him use his Baroque up first, though. We always say that's good. Make him use resources before you burst on him. That way he doesn't have it for the future.
I'm wondering if he's going to try to set up a charged boomerang into raw tag or something. Or if he's just going to let Joe rock.
Metaternal's so good at picking these spots, you know? Like, whenever he goes in, he like at least gets the pressure. Never just kind of goes in ham and like gets punished for it. He just picks his spots so well.
Oh, watch out for the
bomb. It's on the other side. Cross up, no pickup off of it though. Alright, wants to press something there.
So if Blade can get any kind of hit here, it's going to be like infinity damage, although he is forced to burst though.
Goes for the guard point again, gets hit. This is big. This is big for MagnoManX. He drops it though.
Oh!
Pressing one too many buttons there.
They were furiously pressing buttons there. That was crazy. Oh, wow.
OmegaZero, because he's a Zero player at that time.
It's good, folks.
Because he's a Zero player, he thinks he doesn't have to worry about meaties or anything. He thinks he can just press jab on wake up every time. Not the case, though.
Did he just use the armor point again for the kill?
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Metaternal going up 2-0, making really good use of that. We saw him with it once in that match, but in general, he's had really good luck with that.
Another thing I'm impressed by Metaternal here is Tekkaman Blade assist is like, okay, but he is making it look really good. It seems like he has a lot of situations where he knows what part of the screen you're going to be on, and it covers it perfectly.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see if OmegaZero can do anything about this Joe neutral. That has really been the thing that's killed him. And now if you watch here, like, he's going to get, I don't know, a knockdown here or something. And then it's like, how does he follow up? Because he's had trouble with Joe just rolling out and resetting the neutral. But I like the use of the reset there. Sure.
Metaternal really good at blocking it out, though. The way you fuzzy blocked out when it's blocked low at first, then high, then low again.
Bamboozled in there with the backwards boomerang. Everybody gets hit. They go, oh, he threw a boomerang the wrong way. Time to get him.
Nope, not the case. Called a boomerang for a reason. It's the pickup. You can use the blade assist. Okay, forces the burst.
Yeah, all of a sudden, what started out as a really good round for OmegaZero, all it took really was just one roll forward from Joe,
Does get Zero out though, and gets the hit on Bicho. He's not gonna have meter to burst as long as OmegaZero doesn't drop this. Oh!
Alright, you cursed it.
You cursed it. Sorry, buddy.
Cat, boo this man. Wow, the gunshot.
Finishes him off though.
This is still okay for Metaternal, but he doesn't have
definitely. I would say favoring OmegaZero at this point, but not now that he's getting these hits. Doesn't quite finish off the con.
Chip train. Don't get chipped by the lance. There it is. Uh-oh. Now Zero with no assist.
Yeah. Oh, gets the cross up and links off a bit, forces the burst. MagnoManX.
This is kind of fine. You can just take this damage, but now you
doesn't have the second part of that fuzzy block ready. Second part is block high. Oh, very nice. Just hitting him with the big old pizza cutter, the classic.
The classic. This team's double pizza cutter.
Yeah.
They're both
There's
pretty good.
We have 4 characters with 3 different pizza cutters here.
Okay, so let's start thinking of some of the common themes in TVC, right? There's lots of spinners.
Yeah.
There's lots of pizza cutters. There's lots of grounded overheads, especially command normals. These are just things I've been thinking about. I don't have anything else. That's the list. I got 3 things.
Yeah, I mean, command dashes I think would be another good one.
Yeah, we got plenty of command dashes.
Yeah. Both of the Yadders, we've got the Zero teleport is kind of one, you know. But yeah, so well played to OmegaZero. Made it pretty far in the tournament, beat some tough opponents. Didn't quite make it all the way though. We've seen him get, I think, top 3 a couple times in a row here, but was not the case this week.
Yeah, and I mean, something that I think is worth pointing out, Metaternal looked really dominant there, which makes sense because, as we mentioned, he's won the tournament twice before. But if we look at the matches, so he lost to Magnoman earlier, 1-3. But literally, those are the only games that he's lost in this tournament. Those 3 against Magnoman. So he's still doing okay.
He dropped a game against BlingBloing.
Oh, did he? Okay, never mind. I'm full of it.
Dropped 1 game. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I saw the 3 and I thought it was 3-0.
But yeah, in general, other than the set that he lost, yeah, more or less unscathed.
So it looks like we're going to KBeast versus Mothman winners finals. These guys have played a couple times before, I'd say.
Each other. Yeah, they've had a chance to play each other in the past.
And I think generally KBeast seems favored in this matchup. I just think he has the experience advantage. But Mothman, we've seen when Yachter 2 gets going, it can be very oppressive.
Yeah. I mean, Mothman definitely, his team has what it takes. He's got what it takes. He just needs to put together a really good game. KBeast is not messing around this week.
Yeah. And like often you'll see like Mothman, even if he loses Yachter 2, he can make big comebacks but with Chun. But I just wonder if that's going to be really hard against KBeast. Like KBeast knows Chun really well. And not really the type to get opened up by like random stuff. So it's going to be hard. He's going to have to make the team work together. So let's see what he can do here.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that KBeast is going to go with his main team, Yachter 1, Batsu.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen him pick really anything else this week, right? We've seen him in a few games, much to his own chagrin.
Yeah.
But he's been taking it pretty seriously, right?
Now, something I've wondered about, do you feel like there is sort of a correlation between a lot of the people who have won Tatsunoko versus Corona before also being character specialists? Do you think maybe I'm BSing, or do you think I might have a point here? Because if you think about it, Metaternal only plays Joe, basically.
Yes.
Mothman only plays Yachter 2 Chun, and KBeast only plays Yachter 1 Batsu for the most part.
Yeah. I mean, it's a game, I think, as far as I see this game, there's not a lot of really hard counter picks in this game. There's obviously the giant stuff. Other than that, I think you can pick a character, and if you get really good at them, you're not going to have like matchups that are just like impossible, right? You can have tough matchups against Zero or whatever, but like I think that these character specialists are sort of enabled to be able to do so in this game because you got a lot of mobility that all the characters have and stuff like that.
Right. Every character can Baroque. Every character can burst.
Yeah.
Are we having lag
We're a
issues,
little,
or is that just
we're a little bit choppy here. Yeah, I'm not sure why that is. I'm looking at their ping and it seems fine. They're both in California. Hopefully it's just some kind of weird internet issue and it clears itself up here. It's looking a little better now.
Yeah, it could also be a spectator issue because they live close together, but we live far from them. So
Yeah,
maybe.
that could be it.
And I mean, he's getting these combos, so I feel
He's
like
getting the
he can't
confirms
do that
anyways.
to them.
Looks like he's going to take out Yatter 2 here. 1, 2. Doesn't even need all 4. Batsu
Yeah, a
with
very
the combo.
strong start.
Oh, nice push block into punish.
But something that I kind of like about this game is that your timing for when you chain your normals together is very, very freeform. So if you're expecting the opponent to press something or push block, you can really make them guess just by the timing of your buttons when you're block screening them. So that's something we saw with Chun-Li right there, I think.
Yeah, the stagger game against push block and stuff is very real in this game.
Yeah, that's kind of like you mentioned earlier that a lot of people thought, like, if you don't have a ground overhead, how do you open people up in this game?
Yeah.
But that's a big part of it is, like, you can just vary up your timing so much and really keep the opponent guessing.
It's the knockdown. Oh, goes low on the other side. Oh, KBeast resetting it with the big overhead. I love how telegraphed that overhead is. It always makes you feel like really bad.
Yeah. We're seeing signs of life here from Mothman. I mean, it's not that bad now.
Yeah,
He's
Batsu
put
is
a lot
just
of
about
damage
dead.
on.
He's getting close to having burst meter again. Not that much of a meter deficit. Ooh, gets the hit on Yatter 1. Yeah, this is looking good for him. Forces the burst. Got a meter advantage. He's got life is pretty even.
Wow, and now no burst. Oh, never mind. They both have burst again. Or I mean, Baroque.
Yeah.
No burst for KBeast.
No burst for KBeast, but they both have Baroque now. I think KBeast got a sliver from that. Can't really see it, but might have invisible sliver Baroque.
Those confirms are so good.
Okay, forces the burst. Now this is looking tough for Mothman. It's got kind of a hill to climb.
He needs to kill Batsu and then get a big Baroque combo on Yatter, man. All right, let's.
I thought the Batsu runaway was returning, but KBeast tries to go in and gets caught with a fire.
Baroque!
Very nice. Gets the Baroque combo.
Oh, he's gone for
no! KBeast kicks his router and Mothman can't finish the combo.
I feel like couldn't he have just done like a basic combo with that Baroque?
Up one play.
Oh yeah.
And that's it. Mothman takes game number 1.
Whew. Don't scare me like that. Going for the hard stuff. You had like a 30-year life bar was red. I think he would have been able to kill without too much difficulty there.
Yeah, it was a little bit some decision making at the end there. Also, looks like they might try and remake or something to deal with these this stutter. Yeah, we're just going right back into it, I guess.
We might need to increase the buffer or something.
I mean, the buffer is definitely higher than it needs to be. KBeast was talking about this in one of the lobbies before. He likes to keep it around 10, which is definitely more than he needs for the 40 ping or whatever they have right now. But he likes to keep it there to make sure that he has a similar feel between when he plays people from different parts of the U.S. or whatever. So they're definitely on a higher buffer than they need to be on. But they're just going to remake it, see if maybe it was like a server thing or something weird.
Yeah, hopefully that fixes the issue. I checked and none of our controllers are enabled. That's always something that can screw it up too. So let's see how this looks here. As soon as we rebind buttons and all that.
Go make sure the settings are defaulted.
So almost certainly there will not be a character switch here, but
Yeah.
Select your heroes.
Yeah, Mothman's locked in. I can't imagine KBeast would go for anything different.
that was definitely an impressive showing from Mothman's Chun-Li there. I mean, he's known for Yatter too, but his Chun is pretty amazing too.
Yeah, I think, for a long time, one of the things people said about this team, it's front-loaded, Yatter 2 with the Chun-Li is super good. Once Chun gets out, it's whatever, So I think he's definitely worked on trying to prove people wrong with that. I don't know what the deal is with this stuttering, yeah. Is your laptop unplugged or something? Yeah, I mean...
So the spectators can't affect this, right?
No, I mean, if we're not on controllers, then we're not affecting anything, yeah.
I was ready to close all my windows that I have open, but I need them.
I need my windows.
I need my windows. I have it configured in a very specific way.
Got a few cores there. All right, well, they're just going into it now. Hopefully it clears up. Hopefully, Yeah,
it's unfortunate timing. We don't want to see network issues on winners finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking a little chunky here. All right, maybe we're clearing up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, sometimes the internet, the lords of the internet can just not have pity on us someday, and things can happen.
But he's still landing these combos. That's what amazes me.
Yeah.
How did he get that entire thing?
Get her two with no meter to call the robot. Big chunk of red life here. Oh, so dangerous.
Yeah, I feel like this is something that
goes for the
we mentioned before, is that if you're forcing Yachter 2 to burst, you're probably doing pretty well.
Yeah. Oh, very nice. Lands another one. Gonna bring her to the corner this time with the dive kick loop. Cross. The AR gets the knockdown. Doesn't go for the super.
I actually like that Mothman rolled back into the corner. Looks like KBeast was trying to kind of cover a forward roll a little bit there.
Yeah. Ooh. Pick up. Okay, KBeast wanted to burst that one, I guess.
I feel like he kind of had to. It would have been a lot of red life.
Oh, gets the mix up. Baroque the fireball goes high. Trying to go for a little something weird there, maybe, or maybe that was just a mid-click drop.
Yeah, KBeast seems very not afraid of just burning all his red life. I'm pretty
surprised. The robot. Good look. Pretty funky. Gets the overhead.
Yeah, it definitely seems like this might be like a hardware issue rather than a network issue.
Yeah, it looks kind of like a hardware issue. I'm gonna recommend that these two both maybe restart. It seems like when there's more action on the screen.
Right.
The robot. That overhead's not going to hit these network conditions for sure.
Yeah, you have a few extra frames to rack.
Just going overhead. Over and over.
Ooh, level 3.
All right. Mash it out. This can probably kill bots.
Mothman is really making another comeback?
Yep, that's it. So much damage.
Woo! Yeah, we'll have to see what these guys... Okay, they're just running it back. Yeah, hopefully after this they can restart their PCs and maybe that'll help things be a little less chunky. We're sorry about any audio sizzling that you guys are hearing. Sorry about that.
Some audio issues, sorry. That's how we're going to have to do it for now. But,
Oh, God.
Oh. Okay, are they going to... Let's see what they're doing. I'm trying to see if we get any word from these two. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, we can stall for time. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good at doing that.
Yeah.
All right, they're gonna try. They're gonna try to restart their computers and see if that can fix the issues that we're having. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
guys.
I mean, honestly, this is a good chance because we haven't chilled in a minute. We have a Matcherino. It's hit !Matcherino in chat if you guys want to go put in the code TV Corona 7 to contribute to the prize pool. We already have a record-breaking prize pool, currently sitting at $263.10. So thank you everyone who's helped out with that. Huge thank you to KBeast himself, who you just saw on stream, contributing $100 this week, and also Rexus contributing around $50. Awesome. And thank you guys just for being here. This is our 7th edition of Tatsunoko versus Corona. I want to say it's like, what, the 4th one we've done together now?
Yeah, that sounds right. I think that's correct.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because
so,
I came in at number 3.
Came in at 3. So this would be the 5th one that we're all doing together, right? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
I missed
So
6,
thank you
though.
guys for. I want to thank my team. You know, JM Crofts, MatchStick Melee,
Yeah.
Obi-Wan out here. You guys helped me put all this together, and this wouldn't be possible without all of you. And it also wouldn't be possible without all the viewers and the supporters out there. So I just want to thank everyone who is out here being a part of the TVC community in the year of our Lord 2020.
Yeah, I mean, thanks, like you said, for the donations to the Match Arena, but also I know money is tough right now, but there are lots of free ways that you can support the channel as well. On Match Arena, you can get small amounts of money added to the pool just by clicking some links and then also just following the stream. Maybe retweeting, that kind of stuff helps out a lot too. So thank you to everybody who has helped do that already.
Yeah, it's because of you that we're able to put together these kind of productions and these great matches in these tournaments. We're so fortunate to have a scene that shows up and practices and puts on a really great show for you guys.
Yeah, for sure. Jayford in chat says he's glad that we escaped captivity. I was wondering, what do you think is the lore? How did we get how did we get from there to here?
Well, I mean, clearly Gachamon saved us. They showed up. They broke us out of Galactor base, and now we are. Well, I mean, you're floating in a tournament void.
I mean,
there.
Here he is, right here. Wait, I might be leaning the wrong way. This is always hard to judge. Oh yeah, no, he's over there.
No, we can't see anything, Crofts.
You can look over there. Behind my chair. He's behind my chair. There he is, Ken the Eagle. That's why we haven't seen anyone play Ken or June so far, is because they've been busy rescuing the commentators.
Meanwhile, I'm kind of Zordoning it over in a weird fuzzy cube over here.
Listen, I'll send you the directions for how I built my green screen so you can do the same.
yeah, well, it seems like a pretty tough build.
Oh yeah. And, it requires a lot of engineering know-how.
Yeah.
To put some PVC pipes together.
All right. So it looks like we do have a new code. I'm not sure if everyone's in there yet, but we asked those two to restart their computers, see if maybe that helped, because it did kind of seem like it was potentially a hardware issue. Maybe somebody just had something running in the background. That kind of stuff can happen sometimes. Yeah, the code is TV Corona 7, just like you wrote it out, Hippo. I appreciate you guys going and supporting that. Also seems like Twitch might be having a couple little issues today, but hopefully it's not affecting anything too much.
Yeah, it's always a little bit shaky sometimes with Twitch and big events. Sometimes bad timing just works out, unfortunately. But we got the match going now, theoretically.
You're back in there. Hopefully, let's see if this third game can. We're crossing our fingers that it'll be a little more smooth than what we've seen so far.
What's interesting is, KBeast is down 2, which is wild. But not just that, but that he's down 2 despite landing all his combos in lag.
Yeah, right.
He hasn't dropped anything, but it hasn't mattered.
Yeah, I do think, for what it's worth, and I'm not trying to make option selects for anybody, but I do think that, okay, this does seem better for the record so far. Seems.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. It seems way better. Fantastic. I do think, I'm not trying to option select for anybody, but it does seem like Katie. Oh no, it's getting chunky again. Oh no,
might be happening again.
Thank you, YFD Hippo, for contributing to the prize pool. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. The KBeast team probably requires a little more execution, a little more precision than I think the Mothman team does, which is more about just sort of oppressive lockdown setups.
Yeah. He can,
but he's landing us all online.
He refuses to drop.
Yeah.
By the way, I think every single round has started with him landing that exact combo.
Yeah, right.
Right at the start.
Oh, the reflector right in the face.
I can't believe he actually reflected a fireball.
Yeah, right? That was incredible. Big Baroque there. Forces the burst out of KBeast.
A big meter advantage here for Yada 2, and this character does scale very well with meters because of that little guy right there.
And also a very powerful level 3.
All right, gets a nice hit in the corner here. Gonna take him up for the. Use the Chun-Li assist. Spins him up. Oh, drops the combo. KBeast picks it right up. Forces the burst out of Grinta.
All right, here comes Mr. Robot. Ooh, good bait!
Yeah, baits the raw tag.
Hope the robot doesn't break the combo.
Oh, it does break it. Gets a turn reset though. Oh, yeah, this gets chunky.
That was a nice little conversion. I guess he had a little bit of extra time to think about it because of the slowdown.
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh, jeez.
Oh, picks it up, finishes off Yatter too. Okay, KBeast has a good chance here. Yep, there's the unblockable. And it's big red life damage too.
Huge chunk of life.
And Chun-Li lost most of her health on that combo.
Oh, he uses it all right there too.
Yeah, there was a cool 90% there from Yatter 2, or Yatter 1, that is.
Yeah. Okay, KBeast manages to put himself on the board. Yeah, it's still a little crunchy out here. Not quite sure. They both restarted. It seems like it might be a little better than it was before, but, you know, we're just...
It's when, like, a bunch of supers start happening. That's when things get a little iffy. I don't know, maybe they need to, like, lower their resolution or something.
Yeah. But it's weird, because I know both of these two have obviously played a lot of matches.
Right.
So, just gotta check on, you know, what's running in their backgrounds or whatever.
All right, again, starting the match with the exact same combo. We've seen it how many times now?
We've seen it once or twice.
All right.
Oh, gets the overhead. Baroque's it off of the dive. 4. Finishes off Yatter 2. It is just Chun-Li coming in now. KBeast looking to even this setup.
Same side. Yeah, that was pretty ideal for KBeast because he had only like 1 pixel of red, but he used it to do so much by getting that cancel.
Yeah, that's the great thing about the system. Even if you don't have the huge damage Baroque that looks all flashy, you can still just do so much. Oh,
ooh, evaded it.
It's the crossover counter directly into the ceiling.
Wow, she didn't
use Baroque there, but does get a nice combo. Oh, wow. I think Mothman might have mixed himself up. Runs up with the launcher. KBeast brings it back to 2-2.
Yeah, he's not going to go gently into that good night here, it looks like. Definitely showing dominance here with Yatter 1 and Batsu. On to the final round here. We'll see, is he going to start it out with the same combo?
Yeah, we'll see it. Can it be every 5 for 5? Are we going to get it?
Yeah. Oh, what was interesting? Oh, okay. Whoa, no, we got it!
Yep, here we are. We're back.
Counts.
Seen this movie before.
But he had burst this time.
Means that Yatter 2 definitely doesn't have meter for the rope at this point. He's gonna have to play neutral for a little while. Try to get a hit.
Nice.
Oh, nice use. See the assist too to catch him on the way out. Oh no, KBeast messed up. Oh, he was too far out to get that to connect.
Oh, that was a nice little...
Whoa! Oh, nice. Unblockable there off of the command dash.
And the air spinner overhead. Oh,
dash back? Oh, a little too far of a dash back there. You should still be safe on this.
The dog is slowing down the game significantly. This is another thing that makes KBeast so good, by the way, is like, look at how seamlessly he switches up his strategy.
Version.
Now that he's got this massive life lead, he doesn't need to go in anymore.
Only at pixel health. Oh, doesn't make it the launcher there. He's just trying to finish her off. There you
gets it though with the jump A. Just Yatter 2 now. Oh, goes for the unblockable. Doesn't quite get the timing right. He was a little bit early. Oh, actually gets hit by the second part of the charge. Shit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Drop it. He brings it back from 0-2 to go 3-2 over Mothman. Put Mothman down into losers.
Yeah, it was looking shaky for KBeast there, but he got some time to think about it, restart the computer, restart the mental process, and he ended up winning 3 in a row. Very impressive.
Yeah, unfortunately, a little bit of a crunchy connection there, which, you know, it's weird. We've seen both of them play before today, and neither of them were having those problems before, so we'll just, I don't know, have to keep an eye on that going forward.
Yeah, my suspicion is still that it's not an internet issue. My suspicion is their games are running slow.
It looked a little bit like a hardware problem. I'm not sure exactly why that would happen at this point, but it was definitely slowing down during like supers and stuff. So
right.
We'll see. Up next, though, we've got Metaternal and TrueGamer.
This is going to be another good one, man. This is another banger.
Yeah, this is high octane coming up right here.
This actually is. I already know. I have a feeling that a large majority of this match is going to be spent trying to get in on Beautiful Joe. I feel like that's going to be the hard part.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of boomerangs and a lot of trying to get past those boomerangs, I think.
Yeah, Ryu, he's going to have to hustle if he wants to get in. But once he does, he can deal a ton of damage. We're also going to have to see how good each player is at blocking grounded overheads. That's a big part of both characters' game plans. Maybe Ryu a little more than Joe. But Joe does have that grounded overhead option.
He does. He has the world's most invisible overhead.
He really does.
Just kind of overhead.
He just punches you, and it's like a Tekken mid, you know? It's like a down forward 2 in Tekken, where it's like, yeah, you can't crouch block it because it hits you up here, so you can't crouch block it.
Yeah, duh. Your block is too low.
Yeah, it's like, imagine if Ryu like crouching jab hit overhead or something.
Yeah, there's some weird ones in this game. There's like Alex Stancy is another one where he kind of like just has his arm sort of kind of up a little bit.
There are a lot of standing overheads, man. We were memeing about this earlier, but it's more true than I even thought.
Oh, there are a lot of them.
Like June the Swan has like multiple overheads.
Yes.
Select your heroes.
There's a few of them. You can get schmixed pretty hard in this game sometimes.
Oh, how's this for another theme of TVC? Air command throw supers. Are there only 2?
There's just the 2, yeah.
Okay, maybe that's not real.
But there's also the Alex just normal command grab out of the air.
And he's got the ground command grab super. So maybe it's just command throw supers in general.
Yeah.
All right. Who is this character on the right? I'm sorry?
June the Swan. So we have seen TrueGamer play this before. Usually this is like if the Ryu Chun-Li doesn't go well, we see the June the Swan, but maybe he likes her in this matchup.
This was actually my tournament team back in 2010 or whatever. This was
you're in good company. There's a certain Mr. Justin Wong who also plays. You got some good combos here. Oh, that's a fourth back roll setup there.
Yeah, in a way, June is somewhat similar to Yatter 2 in the sense that she doesn't do that much damage, but she really can reduce the opponent's options. But instead of doing so with the robot, she does nice using the roll.
It's a hard link.
Yeah, this damage. Well, okay, my theory didn't really come true. I thought that this was going to be just trying to get in on Joe, but it's just Joe getting in.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely different with the Jun there. I don't think he fears Jun's up close options as much as he fears the huge damage out of Ryu.
And speaking of huge damage, this is going to be a big level 3, probably into 6 machine.
Into the level 1? Yep. He wants it. Let's see what kind of pickup he gets here. Oh, man, he's missed that a couple times. I really want to see him get it one of these times. It's hard, though. All of Joe's combos are just hard.
Yeah, very difficult character in general, which
catches her with the tip of that, like, DP there.
Now we have to wonder, is TrueGamer going to try again, or no? We're
going straight to character select. He wants this Ryu, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I feel like that was almost a pretty ideal start of the round for TrueGamer. He got that early hit, he got the force roll set up in the corner, but, like,
Joe just went off with the damage. So looks like he's going more to a strategy where if Ryu hits you, it's actually going to do a ton of damage instead of just relying on these knockdown setups. We'll see.
Yeah. The TrueGamer special. Starting the round out with DP backed up by Chun-Li assist is just, what are you going to do about it? You know,
He keeps it safe. All right, see, this is what I'm talking about. Let's see the Damahe. Okay, pretty good. And he, oh, nice. This movement.
Just rushed down. Absolutely brutal.
This, I think, is another big important difference with Ryu, is he gets that forward air mobility from the Tatsu, which ends up mattering a lot. June does not really have anything like that. Yeah. He has dive kicks, but nothing that lets her move horizontally. Also, I'm going to apologize. My upstairs neighbor is vacuuming. I don't know if it's coming through on the mic, but it's really loud in my ears, so sorry. Okay, I'm sure it's fine.
Oh, I think he was trying to go into the level 3 there. TrueGamer got the burst out just in time. He's close to getting baited, though.
Look at these boots to the face that jump heavy.
The cross-up red hot kick? Come on. Okay, here it is. We got the level 3 now.
I think this is a dead Ryu, right?
Yeah, this should be a dead Ryu. 1, 2. What's the finish? Close. Oh, he goes for the 6 machine. I don't think he needed that, but he wants
to... less likelihood to drop, I think, is the main.
He gets the charge boomerang set up because of it too, I think.
Oh, it's coming back. Oh, that boomerang's coming back.
Oh, wow. Kind of that combo there. Gets the falling mid, though. Got it. Gets the pickup. Looking good. Hard. Knockdown. Oh. Ooh, very nice. TrueGamer. Oh, I think that had to be an input mistake there. He might have been going into the Supra, but he didn't have the meter. Tekkaman Blade Assist comes out and hits again. He's been making really good use of that. It's not, it's not everyone's favorite assist. It's kind of small, kind of hits a little weird, doesn't do too much, but it's been working out for him. He's been using it well.
That's another thing that I think is really separating like the good players from like the really amazing players. We also see it with OmegaZero, right? Like he uses this awkward Joe the Condor assist, but these players have so much experience with their teams that they can really make these assists work.
Yeah. With the aerial Hadoken.
I think we're just really going to need to see TrueGamer convert all the hits that he's getting into a dead character. That's the trouble. Like, he's getting Joe low, but then Joe lands one hit into level 3 and it undoes all that work. So
yeah, that's the thing. When you play Joe right, his damage is actually super explosive, you know? You might not think it just messing around with some B&Bs with the character, but he can take away your life bar pretty quick with stuff like this.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're seeing right now with this level 3. And now all of a sudden, solo Chun-Li, it's a tall hill to climb with Joe with this much health.
Oh, yeah. Oh, tried to go for the unblockable there. Picks up off the bomb. No, you hate to see it.
Oh, okay, run it back.
That's damage. I thought he was going to go for the hard knockdown into the boomerang setup there, but I guess not.
There's the reverse boomerang. Everyone gets hit there.
Oh, yeah. Chun-Li against short characters. Tough. It's a hard life. Has to burst that off. This is looking tough.
The bomb returns.
He's just putting these bombs out. TrueGamer's actually having a little bit of trouble dealing with these bombs. Oh, into level 3 again. That is it. Metaternal going to move on 3-0 over TrueGamer.
Yeah, pretty dominant display by Metaternal. But again, I mean, it makes sense. He's only lost, I will correct myself, he's lost 2 games. Wait, no, he's lost 4 games.
Yeah.
In this entire tournament, so...
Yeah, he's looking strong, and he's moving on to face Mothman in losers finals. So we just have Mothman versus Metaternal, and the winner of that goes on to face KBeast in grand finals.
That is going to be so hype, this losers finals. I cannot wait.
So excited.
But yeah, I mean, I think really we kind of covered what went wrong there. I think it's just the trouble is not only does Metaternal's Joe have the keep away, he's hard to get in on, but also like if he hits you, he just shreds your life. So it's like you're losing when you're not getting in. You're losing when he gets in on you. It's hard to play against.
Yeah, no, it really is. He's talked about it before himself, where he says, the cool thing about Vijo is that you can play the opposite of how your opponent is trying to play. If they're trying to force rush down, you can zone them. If they're trying to zone you, you can get in and mix them up and do damage.
That's really clever. Yeah, that makes perfect sense because that definitely shows in the way he plays. And a lot of these players too. I feel like this game really allows you to switch up your play style.
Yeah.
So I think we're seeing a lot of players transition from a rushdown style into a more patient style, like really fast and effectively. So it's always good to see.
It's definitely a game where when you see people play it correctly, it kind of opens your eyes to it. And I try to keep in mind, especially with Joe the Condor, who has that same sort of dynamic going on where it's like you can zone, you can stay out, you can use the guns, the shurikens, the whatever. And then you look for your spot, get in, get a little mix in, unblockable somebody, whatever, and then do your damage,
Yeah.
You need to have sort of awareness and movement and all that on deck. It's a fun game that way.
The movement in this game is another. Yeah, that's like we're seeing the good players utilize their multiple air dashes and double jumps in really clever and creative ways. So that's awesome.
Yeah. All right, but we're moving into the game. We're gonna have Mothman versus Metaternal, and this is the kind of matches you expect to see towards the end of the tournament, right?
I mean, what's better than this? Guys being dudes, Joe's being Tekkamans. I don't know.
Yep. Yeah, and we'll see what. Lately, I feel like for the past couple tournaments, right? Metaternal's mostly just been going for the Vijo and Tekkaman Blade, right? We had seen him in the past do Vijo in like classic Tekkaman. Maybe that'll come out at some point, but it's we'll have to see.
What's funny is so we've described it before. The dynamic is that regular Tekkaman has a better assist. The assist lets you do some kind of broken stuff, but he's a little tougher to play when he comes in, whereas Tekkaman Blade is an amazing character when he comes in. The assist is a little bit more awkward, but ironically, I feel like Tekkaman Blade just hasn't come in. Joe's just done all the work, so maybe it doesn't matter so much.
Yeah, so far he really hasn't been put on the spot and been forced to really make a lot of plays with Blade. Blade's been doing well in the assist, but we are seeing here out of Mothman, Duranjo Yatterman 2.
Now, this is an odd pick. I don't know if I've ever seen this before. Usually he runs Duranjo with Chun assist, right?
Yeah, I know he runs this sometimes. The Yatter 2 assist covers the similar space to the Chun assist, so it does similar things for Duranjo. It's a little worse for pickups. But you've definitely got a lot of really nice DHC potential with these two, because you can go from set up the boulder into the robot, and then those both come out, stuff like that. But,
and Duranjo can be a really good battery too, so I could imagine that coming in handy.
Yeah. I mean, Duranjo's sort of one big glaring weakness that people like to point out is that she's got no anti-airs. So, Chun-Li and Yatter 2 both have that kind of upward facing assist that helps protect your damage.
Right. Makes sense. Oh, he's setting up the bomb again.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is looking tough. I mean, Metaternal has not had to spend any meter at all, whereas Mothman's had to spend his meters just to stay alive.
I feel like sometimes I feel like people in the scene do things just to spite me on commentary. Because as soon as I say something on stream one time, the bomb's not too great in neutral. There's some setups for it. The next week, everybody comes out and they've got just bomb neutral setups and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tricky move because it hits both players, so it's definitely hard to use effectively.
Yeah. Metaternal getting this level 3 on, though.
Someone has to set up us the bomb. All right. I know that you're the streamer, but can we ban you anyway? Get out of here.
I'm you out for that.
Yeah, no kidding. Whoa! Oh, I thought that was a
nice
cross.
side spin. That's quite difficult.
This is looking more and more doable. The lower Joe's life gets, the more hopeful I get. But as we discussed, Tekka Blade, very dangerous.
Boomerang into boomerang. Classic combo.
I don't. The only trouble here is I feel like the Duranjo assist is not really what Yatter needs. I'm wondering if maybe it's just better to just raw set up the robot to get another form of assist going. See what he finds here.
gets the pizza cutter and takes out Yatter 2. It's just Durandro coming in. Hits her with that overhead. There it is.
Unseeable overhead.
Nice combo. Takes out Vija, so it's just Durandro for second blade now. He does have 5 meters on this second match blade. Oh, there's the burst. On that. But Durandro is now at pixel health. Second man blade just needs to chip out with a spear or something like that at this point.
Oh, the kiss. Oh, there it is.
Just pokes out with that crouch mid. Metaternal takes game 1. We'll see if Mothman wants to stick with this team or maybe switch back to something a little more traditional.
Yeah, I don't think it looked that bad for Mothman there, but he's going to need to make something happen with Durandro early. Looks like maybe he was struggling to find his rhythm a little bit.
Durandro's a character that, you know, if she lands like just a straight crouch mid on somebody, you know, with Baroque, and they don't have burst beaters, this can turn really quickly. But he's just got to make that happen.
Yeah, I wonder if he's maybe being a little too aggressive, trying too hard to get a hit, and really Durandro can chill back a little bit and play neutral more.
I mean, you saw him stick out the crouch mid there in the corner, but unfortunately just didn't have the timing right.
Yeah. See, I like this a little bit better. Using the projectiles.
Oh, nice conversion opportunity.
Nice trade. Yeah, to me, this makes a lot more sense. Like, utilize your advantage to stand at full screen.
Oh, get back in the front.
Ooh, see, I feel like Chun assist maybe would have worked there, so we're already seeing... Oh, but...
Oh, doesn't quite get the combo. No! He used the wrong strength of Boulder.
Yeah, that drop was really not what he needed right there.
Yeah, he's almost got Vito out of here. Oh! Out the Boulder, finishes her off.
This is close, though. Look there, okay.
It's just Yatter 2 versus Tekman Blade, both on full health, but Tekman Blade is sitting on 5 meters.
This hit is huge, though, because this is going to allow him to set up the robot. Nice round.
Yeah.
We talked about it before. Useful option when you're scared of getting mixed up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the 3C into Baroque. Nice. Forces the meter. Tekman Blade down to 3.
Now if he gets another hit here, he'll be free and set, or he'll just do it on block. That's fine, too.
Yeah. You can just do that, you know? Even if you get hit after that, the robot's still out.
We're just seeing Tekman Blade is getting absolutely taken apart by this Yatter 2 right now. Yeah, just set up another robot. Who cares?
He's at 0 meters, but you should be able to, you know, get a little bit of pressure on here, build some meter, hopefully.
Yeah, the robot forcing him down to the ground.
Oh, yeah, burst down to
call another robot, I would.
Oh, he's trying to poke. He's trying to chip out with that. There it is. Gets the jump beat. Beats out the mash. And
nice played.
Very nice.
Yeah, I really, really liked the adjustment we saw from Mothman there. Like, at the beginning, he was still kind of trying to rush down with Durandro, but I think he just changed it up a little bit. He became a little bit more patient, started dropping boulders, and he pretty much entirely took out Joe before he lost Durandro. So that worked out well, I think.
Yeah.
And I think another thing is that he's just shown that if he can get this just to be an anchor battle, he's in a good position. So maybe he can adjust his strategy around the fact that it doesn't matter if Durandro dies as long as Joe dies too.
Yeah. Yeah, the second blade, we had talked about it before this series, and yeah, it did come into play. He wasn't able to put as much together with the blade as he is with the blade on. Oh my God!
The
boomerang was still active after the throw.
He got hit during the recovery frames of the throw, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a punish or if he just wasn't blocking because he thought that the throw would have enough frames to make that boomerang go inactive. But either way, he got hit there. Oh! No recliners.
So this hurts a little bit. You still got half-life on Joe that you got to deal with.
In the same side.
Yeah, this is tough. No meter on Yatter 2. This is going to be very hard to come back and win this. And Joe's about to get level 3, which could give him the damage that he needs to kill Yatter 2. We'll see.
If he lands a clean hit here, he should be golden.
The pizza cutter.
Mothman staying in the air though. He doesn't want to get hit by that pizza cutter.
I like that he stayed low to get under the reverse boomerang. That was smart.
Yeah, level 3 is no longer on deck for the Jaaames.
And now Robot is on the table here for Mothman. Oh, look at that!
Nice pick up, gets under.
Nice. Firms even with
down.
the side switch.
All's Robot. Bijo's rolling forwards. Might have tried to go for a throw there. Got hit by the robot.
All of a sudden, this is looking difficult. Does not have
Bijo is down. Full health on Tekka Blade. 2 meters. We'll see how this goes. Oh, he was expecting the mix-up, but it was the spin into Robot, though, so he doesn't get the follow-up.
Yeah, I mean, you have to wonder, like, how much does this health matter on Blade if he can't do anything because there's always robots, but now's his chance. Only half a meter.
Crash intrude, nothing.
No punish. It's hard to punish.
It's hard to punish.
Just blocks it low.
Oh, no combo there. Kind of a missed opportunity for Mothman.
Yeah, I feel like we're seeing a lot of fear, which makes sense.
There's the overhead, forces the burst. Metaternal now at 0 meters.
Alright, here comes the robot. The robot brings them down to the ground, which is really important here.
Oh, he gets a hit. Oh, he goes for the cross-up. I don't think he needed to do that, but we'll take it. Metaternal finally manages to find a way to put some damage on Yatter 2 and brings it to 2-1.
Yeah, well played by Metaternal. I feel like Mothman could have had that if he played a little bit more confidently. Don't you feel like he kind of looked like he was a little scared to overcommit? But when you have 0 meters and the robot is out, you kind of have to go in because you're going to need to build more meters. So
I mean, there were a couple situations where, yeah, it definitely looked like he wasn't ready for, okay, switching to Chun. There were a couple situations where he had a hit and he wasn't really expecting it to hit, it looked like, right? That's always what you don't like to see. Because when you get a few hits that you could have hit confirmed and then he just goes into the mash like it was a block string, you're leaving a lot on the table.
I think this switch makes a good amount of sense because this might be easier for him to take out Joe because he has the support of that better Chun assist.
Yeah.
But what I'm curious, if we end up in another situation where both players are down to their anchors, which has happened both these last 2 games, will Chun be able to beat Tekka Blade? I think that might end up deciding how this goes.
Oh, wow, man. With the crouch beat against Pizza Cutter? How did that work?
Throwing boomerangs, but still very even game. Both players doing well on damage and meter. We're seeing Chun-Li assist come in handy already.
Coming and tanking that boomerang there, too.
I like to use
strange anti-airs off of Duranja so far this game.
Wow, he's so good with these side switches.
Yeah, he's really good. He's been great at picking those up, stabilizing those combos. You have to be good at that stuff if you play Yatter 2, because Yatter 2's jump combos are a little wonky sometimes.
All right, I don't want to commentators curse this, but I feel like I actually think it's safe to say that Mothman has really effectively controlled this neutral. It's actually been a struggle for Joe.
Yeah, this has gone really well for him. I mean, it's shown by the fact that he's got all the way down to Blade now, and Duranja's still got almost half health left, and 5 meters. They both have 5 meters, actually.
Yeah, ooh, nice jab him out.
Okay, frisking out while he's in the air, so he gets a little bit of pressure on the way down, but not able to put anything together.
Like we said, Blade is a great character, very, very strong character, but when he's by himself, it can be a little bit hard to get in. It can be a little slow.
His movement's a little weird. Some of his buttons are a little slow. He's got to do some kind of unorthodox things. He can't just sort of air dash at you like a lot of people.
That was great, by the way. Mothman called, all those boulders, but then as soon as Tekka Blade got desperate and air dash, Mothman was ready for it.
Getting attention.
They're gonna drop the giant boulder thing. Okay.
The boy from the sky coming to help.
Alright, switch.
2-2.
Yeah, that switching to Chun made a huge difference there, I think.
Last game. This is to determine who goes on and face KBeast in the grand finals.
We'll have to see. Metaternal legitimately struggled to get in with Joe, which is very rare. Usually Joe just dominates neutral, but he was having trouble.
Just going with the slide.
That Chun assist.
It's so good.
That Chun assist was such a good adaptation.
Such a great assist. Nice block on the cross. But Metaternal also not displaying the kind of confidence he usually expects.
Ooh, he baited the roll forward. Good stuff. Nice normal throw. And he jumps back to set up the pizza cutter too.
He's getting that rush down going now. Here's the level 3, and Duranja should be out of here.
Yeah, Metaternal looking very, very strong in this round. Once he got in, he is not letting the opportunity go.
Yeah, he just got a couple mix-ups in a row, you know?
Yeah.
Boomerang into the assist, and that's enough to finish off Duranja.
We've mentioned before, Mothman's Chun extremely strong, but this is going to be hard against Metaternal's Joe.
Yeah. We've mentioned before, Chun-Li has some problems against short characters. Can't put together a lot of the damage that she can against normal-sized characters. So she's got a lot of work to do to get through this Joe.
I love the cherry blossoms when he does red hot kick. I don't even know if I've ever noticed that before. Wow, that assist!
Oh, stays in the front, forces the burst out of Chun-Li. She's got no meters now.
Yeah, this is going to be tough. Joe with burst, too. It's going to take a bunch of hits here.
Yeah, this is definitely heavily in Metaternal's favor at this point. It's his game to lose.
I think the best route to victory here for Mothman is bait the burst out and then go for a big Baroque combo, but I think this might be it.
Not quite enough. And he was a little bit low on that, so Mothman actually had the advantage in that situation.
Flaming Boomerang incoming.
Boomerang is out. Oh, he goes low twice in a row.
Whoa! The shocking peak!
Doesn't get hit by the bomb. Oh, he's at
you're almost at
no
chip
health.
range.
First player pause. Give him the go.
Yeah, he's taking the L on that one. Well, I feel like Metaternal just adapted like crazy in that game.
Oh my god, Mothman just absolutely freaking out at the end. They're pausing the game twice.
I think he was probably like, he thought he was already dead, so he was like mashing start, you know? Didn't realize that he still was going to have a pixel.
Yeah. Well played to Mothman. Takes third in this tournament. Looked really nice.
Yeah, that was well played. And a lot of times I feel like people tend to criticize people when they pick a different team, but I think Mothman really knew that team was going to work well. Like the team worked amazingly. It was just that Metaternal, his Joe is so good. That's always going to be hard. Mm-hmm. But we're ready for grand finals here.
Grand finals. Yeah, before we get in there, once again, thank you guys so much. This is, basically your last chance. If you want to get in there, help us out with the Matcherino. Go in there, use code TVCorona7. That'll give us 50 cents directly to the prize pool. Do the sponsor quest, do whatever. Give a little bit more money to support these guys who are coming out here and showing these great matches off.
Yeah, thank you again, everybody. Thank you to all the viewers. Thank you in the chat. Can we get some emote spam in the chat? Let's see it, guys. How hype are you for this last match? Communicate your hype levels to me through the power of emotes.
I'm calling the bird missiles.
I'm gonna send like 100 Pog champs here. There we go.
Yeah, KBeast versus Metaternal. We've seen this match before, right? In grand finals too. We've seen this match before. This is some of the best TVC you're ever gonna see. These guys are both just absolutely incredible.
We'll have to see, is KBeast gonna do the same thing he did against Mothman and land that super damaging VAR combo at the start of every single round? That is what Metaternal is gonna have to prevent here.
Yes.
I think the best route here for Metaternal is just gonna be try to avoid the fast movement of Yotter 1, avoid those situations where you get put into the Baroque unblockable, make him play your game, annoy him with the boomerangs. That's what I'm hoping to see here. Nice emotes in the chat, guys. Thank you. You came through. That is what I like to see.
We did it. Yeah, we're getting into the game here. Let's get hype, everybody. Grand finals, KBeast versus Metaternal. This is a Tatsunoko versus Corona 7.
All right. So where do these guys line up on the power rankings? Actually,
KBeast has missed a couple of tournaments, right? So he kind of decayed his rankings. KBeast is, well, here, I can actually open up the Discord and take a look. I have it posted. Yeah, if anybody also, if you want to join the TVC Discord, I'm sure that somebody will give you a link for that. If you want to follow everything, get in there. We get all of our announcements in there and everything. Metaternal is currently #1, sitting at 16.507 billion ELO. And KBeast is currently 4th at 11.641.
Nice. We'll have to see. Maybe this second and or first place finish could knock KBeast up the charts a little bit. By the way, I just want to shout out the TVC Discord again. If you guys are interested in playing the game, they have great instructions there for how to set up and get net play going. So that's the best way to do it. And hey, the exact thing happened.
There it is.
Get the combo into VAR. Look at that.
KBeast off to a strong start, hitting another one. He's got the dive kick loops again, forces the burst out of Metaternal.
Yeah, that definitely would have been a dead Joe, so he knew he had to burst there.
Getting these boomerangs out here, though.
There's the reverse boomerang. KBeast smartly not trying to chase after it.
Yeah, KBeast knows better.
Whoa, a raw tag.
Yeah, wow. Don't expect that from KBeast there. You know, Batsu was still healthy, but I guess he wants this neutral. He saw that Metaternal was getting a little too comfortable sitting at the other side of the screen. He wanted somebody who could really slide on in there.
Right. Yatter a lot better at closing that gap than Batsu, for sure. All right, are we going to see another VAR? We certainly are.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Second verse, same as the first here. Whoa, and he doesn't block
That's the burst this. And Metaternal already in a bad spot. Oh man, this is gonna be it.
How does he land those combos and those confirms every single time online? It's very impressive, guys. If you have never tried Yatter 1, I promise you, his execution is crazy. And those Batsu loops, execution is hard too. It's really... I'm really impressed by KBeast every time, but I'm impressed by Metaternal too with this beautiful Joe. I think he can definitely do this. He's just gonna need to adjust a little bit.
Yeah.
Ooh, breakaway. That might be the first breakaway we've seen in the whole tournament.
Yeah. Wow, somehow manages to not get the rebound off of the red hot kick there. That was strange.
All right,
at the very bottom pixel.
It seems like Metaternal may be trying to rush down a little more, deciding, listen, Yatter gets in for free.
Oh no, the boomerang, a little too ambitious with that charge there.
I think that's another example of KBeast just not letting people get away with stuff. We saw the same thing against OmegaZero. Like, if it's not clean, he's going to find a way to get out. Here's the loops.
Loops. Gets the knockdown, not going to finish it. Ooh, stays in the front. I think I got hit there. Ooh, goes up into the super. That doesn't hit.
Oh, that big chunk of red. He had to burst.
Okay, yeah, forces the burst there.
But now Metaternal's pretty committed. He kind of just needs to leave Joe in until he dies.
Falling mid. Nice, the pizza cutter into the level 3.
Yeah, not able to
Good
burst.
look from Metaternal. 1, 2.
Now the level 1, this is definitely going to kill.
Out, yep, that definitely is a kill on Batsu. So it's down to just Yatterman 1 coming in without too much life now, with full charge boomerangs in play.
Yeah, this is going to be tough, but remember, Yatter 1 can close this gap really fast.
Yatter 1 can definitely close it. If there's a character who can do it.
Oh, the assist.
Finishes it off. Metaternal brings it back to 1-1, and it looks like we are in for a good set in Grand Finals. I would expect nothing less.
That was a very great adjustment from Metaternal, I think. He just went in. I think that was the difference. He just said, you know what? Beautiful Joe can rush down, and that's what he did. It's like you mentioned, like, you can adapt your playstyle to what the opponent's doing, so I think that was really smart. All right, throws the reverse boomerang. Wow, rare lack of confirmation there. Don't see that a lot from KBeast.
Yeah. A nice pickup. Yep, he's got those. He got the link.
Oh!
Nope. Oh, he goes to the mix-up. Goes to grab with the pizza cutter. Bringing him up. Takes the hard knockdown. Setting up a full charge. Okay, Batsu's coming in. Batsu gets hit. Let's get the full combo. Regular boomerang out. Oh, hits with the overhead.
Nice! Bait it the tardy counter.
Baits the tardy counter again. Gets hit with the low.
And now we might wonder, like, now should he adjust his strategy the other way and start running away? Like, we've seen against the pressure, Batsu tardy counter can be kind of scary.
Coming out here looking nice. Oh, doesn't get the conversion. I think he was a little confused. He might have been thinking he could get up to level 3 there, but didn't do it.
There's the overhead.
There's the overhead. The big swing on the overhead.
Oh,
no, it's too small. Into the level 3. It's
These
heartbreaking.
characters are cursed.
Gonna switch sides. Bring him up. What's the pose? It's the regular one. Up with the assist. Oh, doesn't get the full conversion. Still a lot of damage on top.
Oh my god.
On the other side with the pizza cut. Come on.
Doesn't matter.
Gives him out the red hot kick. It's just Yatter 1 again. Metaternal has definitely found a rhythm. Oh, the raw launch.
Now let's see what he does back with Tech. Wow. Tech into the corner. Just so smart.
Blink. Yup. Versus the burst. Yatterman 1 at Pixel Health.
Boomerang is gonna kill. Now you gotta be scared. There it is.
Oh, there it is. Huge hitbox behind him there. Finishes off Yatterman 1. Metaternal goes up 2-1, looking to reset the bracket.
Yeah, if he wins one more, we're gonna go back to 0-0. And I want to see a reset. Don't you guys want to see a reset? I just want to see more matches.
Everyone wants this reset, for sure.
This is not one of those things where it's like CBS 2 Grand Finals lasting 45 minutes. We want to see as many matches as we can. Oh, nice.
Nice pickup. Super jump height. Pressure there from Metaternal, though. Once again, really good at using that Tekkaman blade in situations where it can be useful.
Yeah, there was also kind of like a weird scramble type situation where Metaternal just did jump forward medium kick and he actually got out of the pressure that KBeast was going for. So good awareness there.
Yeah, Bijo jump mid kick, underrated button for sure.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
Ooh.
It looked like
weird
KBeast
scramble
had an idea there.
Yeah. I don't think that that Kenda Magic was really the idea he had, but that's what came out and he got away with it.
Ooh, this is gonna hurt though.
Yep. Alright, there's the BAR. Bijo decides not to burst. Takes a few hits from the, Ki Idon.
Gets away with the raw tag.
Okay, KBeast way more in control here than he has been in the past couple of games. Forcing Metaternal to bring out the Tekkaman blade, which he hasn't seen a ton of success with this tournament. In general, not always the case, but in general, when he's had to bring out the blade, it hasn't worked out as well.
Right, definitely.
Got a good hit there, though.
He's gonna go into level 1, I assume.
Wow. Oh my god, he actually baits that.
That was insane! Look at this!
Dark way normal, and he is back in the driver's seat. Say that, but he's about to lose Bijo. Oh no! Maybe he's dropped the combo. Oh my god, he's so good at converting those. Hard knockdown, no full charge.
Nervous! Ah, the reverse boomerang went too high.
It went over his head, no way!
This is definitely still doable for KBeast, but that's a lot of life on Tekkaman.
This could definitely go either way at this point. Oh, gets the big hit! Cross up! KBeast supposed to take the burst in time, and Metaternal resets the bracket. We are back to 0-0. Grand Finals. Everybody get hyped.
That was actually insane. It looked like KBeast was putting that one away, but Metaternal, he kept his mental fortitude even when Tekka Blade came in. Very nicely played.
Yeah, 100%.
So now it's 0-0?
Yeah, 0-0 after the reset, and I wouldn't expect a team change from either one of these two, but we are back at character select. That's his, customary.
He's going to Lightan.
Of course.
Right now.
Expect nothing else. KBeast is all business today, for sure. This is KBeast at his businessiest.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're seeing great. Metaternal is dealing with KBeast very well. He's keeping him on his toes. Mm-hmm. He's not letting him get predictable in terms of, am I going to rush down? Am I going to throw projectiles? The way he's mixing it up is really impressive.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, there's the unblockable though.
Beautiful pickup, and we're going to see this combo again. Start of every round. Oh no, he didn't go for the BAR. He wants to keep Yatter 1 out there. Maybe he thinks that he's got a better chance in the neutral with Yatter 1. He doesn't want to go for those VARs, even though it'll give him better damage.
I actually think you might be right, because we've seen Yatter 1 has been able to get in on Joe, but Joe versus Batsu has kind of seemed like a tough matchup just because Batsu does not have the movement to get past the boomerangs.
Yeah.
And we're seeing it again here. Again, no VAR. Trying to see if Metaternal's brave enough to raw tag here.
Brave enough to full screen red hot kick. Oh, gets the pizza cutter, but no conversion. And on the other side, into level 3. Come on.
And all of a sudden, this is not looking so bad for Metaternal. I mean, he's going to do a ton of damage here, plus he might find a way to tag.
He's got a significant meter disadvantage. Yeah, maybe he can...
Oh, no, he's burning the red light. Never mind.
Right. Yeah, Yatter 1 took a ton of damage from that, even if the red light, didn't factor in too much.
Yeah, he's pretty committed at this point to Joe. He's probably just going to leave him until he dies.
I feel like, KB's definitely looking for the raw tag here. He might have been looking to tag into one of the boomerangs, but he just gets a tag anyways. Finishes off B, Joe.
It was a really good turn of events there for KBeast, because as we said, he might have had a little bit of trouble if Batsu would have had to fight Joe, but Joe got out of there with the swiftness.
Yeah. Nice block.
Very bold.
Yeah, full screen crash and shoot. I mean, you go for it, right? Why not?
It was his only meter, though. That is one thing to know. Now he's at 0.
Does not have birth meter anymore. He definitely thought he had a hard read there, or that was an input error. One or the other.
One or the other. All right, trying to throw these lances.
That was a good try on the lance.
There's the tardy counter. Like we said, you got to watch out.
He actually got the... What is that called? A double jump mid?
Uh-oh. Good block on the overhead, but then he gets opened up low.
He's proud of himself for blocking that overhead. He wasn't ready for the low coming next. Oh, not quite enough.
Yeah, I don't think this is really doable at this point. You're just going to get chipped. Yeah.
That's an overhead. KB goes up 1-0 after the reset.
Yeah, really great round by KBeast. He showed a lot of control. I think leaving Yatter 1 in against Joe made perfect sense. That set him up to take out the scariest character on the team. All right, let's see if he can have a repeat situation here. He is just holding forward. Yatter 1 with like the fastest walk speed in the game.
Yeah, he's got that super fast walk speed. It makes the pre-match really nice.
Uncharacteristic drop by KBeast there, but he does manage to land the tardy counter. I think we've seen this kind of a repeated theme. It seems like Metaternal is not playing around tardy counter as much as he needs to. Like, he got a clean hit by a tardy counter last round, and now he got one on Beautiful Joe, too. So we'll have to see if he can make that adjustment. Yeah.
Oh, it just hits with the raw launcher. And KB's so good with that Yatter 1 launcher. I've heard him say too, because the Yatter jab is like a meme, right? Everybody knows about Yatterman's jabs, right? And KBeast, I heard him say once, he was like, why does everybody talk about the jab so much? I feel like I get way more raw launchers with this character.
Yeah. Yatter normals in general are just pretty insane.
Yeah, they're just super good.
And now Joe is dead, so this is going to be really tough for Metaternal. I think that the adjustment by KBeast has really, really paid off. He's just leaving Yatterman in, and it turns out that's pretty hard for Joe to deal with. This character just gets in so fast.
Nice back throw, but yeah, this is 5 meters and basically 2 full characters worth of life advantage here for KBeast.
Yeah, that's going to do it right there. Okay.
Not even bothering with the birds, just, GG, go next.
All right, this is Metaternal's last chance. He has to win 3 in a row if he wants to actually keep alive in this tournament. KBeast is on 2-0 lead right now.
Oh, MatchStick Melee coming through at the last minute to get us over $300 in the prize pool. Thank you all so much who have contributed to this.
That's awesome. Thanks again, guys. Now, do you think we mentioned earlier that KBeast made a particularly large donation to the match arena? Now, do you think that this is racketeering? He's putting his own money in the pot only to win it later. We'll have to see.
That's one way to look at it. But no matter what happens, the money that you put in is getting split between top 3. So you're never like somehow making more money for yourself than you put in.
Listen, maybe he got that money from selling an expensive painting, and that's the only way that he can launder this into cash. That's my theory.
Oh, please don't tell anyone about our Tatsunoko versus Corona money laundering.
Everyone's like, why does this tournament get so many entrants for this old game? Well,
oh, he was really lucky there. I think that DP almost baited the burst. Okay, Vijo getting the good start. Oh no, he calls the ropes. Okay, that was unfortunate. It looked like Metaternal might have a start on a comeback there, but just kind of drops that combo.
Yeah, once again, like Yachter 1 is just proving to be too much for Joe to handle, although...
Oh no, you hate to see it. Beautiful Joe is out. Tekkaman Blade coming in with no burst meter. It's on the other side. He's going to eat this whole combo.
Yeah, we're going to see VAR? No, just hard down.
Oh, yeah, he just went for the, forced back roll there. Didn't have a mix-up on. Oh, very close to a pick-up there. Nice throw.
Yeah, the ground throw was nice there.
Yeah.
Avoided the entire situation.
Playing a sort of patient neutral game from both of them now. Nobody really wants to commit to anything.
The more I look at this, the less bad it seems for Metaternal, actually. Well, okay, I jinxed it.
Now, it's looking a little rough. Yeah, he has
to at the same time, if he just kills Yachter, man, this is a very even game. But
there's the unblockable. Into the VAR. And that is it. KBeast is your champion. After a hiatus from this tournament series, he comes out and puts in one of the best shows I think we've seen from him, right?
Definitely. Very, very well played by KBeast. I think we saw an earlier match too. After he gives up a round or a little bit, loses to the opponent, he turns up the heat in a major way. And I think that's exactly what we saw there.
Yeah, for sure. He came out this week and no messing around with alternate teams, no kind of like playing with like weird stuff and like funny weird stuff. He like came out very serious the whole time, played amazingly the entire tournament, and just like, not 100%, but cruised basically through winner's bracket, got reset by Metaternal, but ended up pulling it off in the end. Very nice showing from him.
Yeah, but great play by Metaternal as well. He did get knocked to the... Oh, wait, no, I guess... Never mind. He got knocked to losers fairly early in the tournament, right?
Yeah, by Magnoman.
Right, and then he fought his way all the way through. It is harder to win from losers because you have to play more matches. So we got all the way to grand finals. So a great losers run by him, but KBeast really showing why he is the classic top TVC player. He's got a lot of experience, really great player.
Yeah, absolutely. Before you guys leave, Matt, you got a trailer for everyone?
Just give me 1 second on that.
1 second? All right. We do have a little trailer for you guys. It's just a little something I want to do. We're going to be about another month, again, before the next tournament. I'll announce it in a couple weeks here or whatever. But, last Sunday of the month probably for next month. That's kind of what we look at generally. Wanted to do a little something for the tournament in between there. We got a little bit of a trailer for you guys. Should be quick once Matt gets it up here.
This is the first I'm hearing of this. I'm all aflutter.
No, yeah. I think you know about this. I've mentioned this.
I probably.
So you might know what it is, but we've got a little bit of something that I want to do in the meantime for the tournament. So that should be coming out in just a second here. But in the meantime, thank you guys again all for coming out. Seriously, we really appreciate everyone who comes out and supports this, either with your donations or with your participation or just with your viewership. You're all a member of a community that I am proud to be a part of. We couldn't do this without you guys. All right.
Announcing the first ever Tatsunoko versus Corona Community Combo Contest.
Okay.
To enter, all you have to do is record a combo, upload it somewhere, submit it to Dr. Science. The combos will be judged live, and a winner will be selected on July 19th.
All right, so yeah, we are doing a combo contest. All you guys have to do is just record a combo. We're not going to bother trying to have everybody execute anything on stream or whatever, but all of you go ahead, record your best combo, send it to me. We're going to judge them on stream. It's going to be a fun little thing we can do. Literally any of you can just submit something, upload it somewhere, tag me, and we'll do that all on stream. It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that sounds so hype. And I really am looking forward to seeing what people can come up with that is more unique, more characters that we don't usually see, hidden tech. There's a lot of depth in this game. So I think the potential is there for some really crazy stuff.
Oh my God. People are already trolling me in the chat on this. Come on, guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out. Thank you. Huge thank you, JM Crofts, once again, for coming out and commentating with us. MatchStick Melee, obviously, we couldn't be doing all this without you guys. Obi-Wan, our bracket runner, I appreciate all of you and everybody in the chat. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thanks a lot, everybody. See you next time.
And everybody at home, remember to check out MatchStick Melee on YouTube for the full HD VOD coming out very, very soon.
And follow MatchStick Melee on Twitch, too. And subscribe to him on YouTube. Do all that stuff.
That would be nice, too, I guess.
Those things.
All right. So, yeah, have a great afternoon, everybody. Stay safe out there.